upon by 3 giant spiders. The party was able to fend them off despite Sakala being quite invested in her sleep. But let's see, the party had resumed their watch, and now morning has come quite peacefully. And so as the rest of the party members wake up, they are awake to a beautiful rising sun cresting over the trees and filling the forest with light. You can hear the birds begin to wake up and twerp in the trees, and it seems like quite a nice, pleasant day is ahead of y'all. And so I guess that leaves us now with the party wrapping up their beds and resuming going through the forest, if everybody is set. Yep. Oh yes, and I would like everybody to indicate that you now have all your health HP back, especially Iris. That is quite important for you. And then I guess the party will set off. So you make your way further along the road that leads through the forest. Thankfully, your way is unperturbed. It seems like quite a pretty, beautiful day. And eventually, you get to the point on your maps where your contact, or where Almanar's contact indicated for you all to go west off of the road. And so, thankfully, most of the trees are not tightly knit, so you're able to kind of weave the horses through the trees, going westward towards where the reluctant grove lies. And so, you keep making on. I'd like everybody to indicate that you have all used 1 ration. You eat your meal on your horses as you make your way through the trees, and eventually you arrive at the reluctant grove.
Are we going to be more diligent about that, by the way?
Sorry, what is that? Diligent about what?
The rations.
Just when traveling, when in the city, I'll ask for, oh hey, so from now on, I'll ask this much you will subtract from your money to feed you and house you for however long you're in the city. And so we'll do that from now on. And so, but for now, every day spent adventuring or out on the road is going to be 1 ration.
Oh.
And then I believe individuals can also try hunting. Almanar is especially good at that, so that should help the party. But in the meantime, ahead of you lies a ravine, an ancient formation splitting the forest in twain. A mist swirls in the ravine, obscuring the grove from view. The peaks of pine trees rise above the mist, swaying gently in the light breeze. Before you, you see a narrow, trodden path that leads down into the ravine. The path, as you can't see very far into it, as the mist itself seems to swirl about a few feet, or seems to swirl about as the path goes down. So what will the party do? For you is the ravine in which the grove lies, and you see a path in front of you.
I guess I'll take point and start heading down the path.
Okay, good idea. In that case, if y'all...
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, in that case, if you all could indicate the party order, or the formation, essentially, where Almanar is in front, and who will be following Almanar?
I'll follow behind Almanar.
Okay. In that
So
case...
Iris is following second.
Lies in the back.
How brave of you.
Yep.
Yes, that makes me 3rd.
Alright, so we have Almanar, Iris, Sakala, and then last but not least, brave, Lana.
Hey, you gotta know when to dip out, bro.
I mean, I was gonna be in the back, but that works too.
Way to inspire confidence with your party members. Yeah, you guys can go ahead. I'm gonna watch the rear, okay?
Guys, I'm gonna stay with the horses.
And who knew that another one of life's fears was mist?
No, falling into a ravine and dying.
Well, thankfully, you don't have to worry about that as the party makes its way down the path. There's a lot of loose rock, and dirt, but for the most part, you're able to make your way down. The mist enshrouds the party completely. You can only see about maybe 5-10 feet in front of you, as the mist is or you can see around 15 feet in front of you, as the mist seems quite impenetrable. In fact, for the individuals who have dark sight, Sakala and Almanar, your dark vision cannot even seem to pierce beyond the 15 feet that you can see.
The flame can't help either, right?
You could always try.
Oh, okay.
But the party, you make your way down the gravel path, and as you're making your way down, 15 feet in front of you, you notice lying at a point where the path seems to flatten off. You see 3 humanoid bodies lying down on the ground.
Are they dead?
You cannot seem to tell in the mist, but they seem all to be laying down on the ground.
Well, that's not helpful.
But if you would like to tell, I would like you to roll a perception check.
That's D20, yeah.
Yep, and then you add your perception bonus.
Oh, I got net 20.
Well, hey, bravo, I must say. And you, Sakala, realize that these individuals who are the 3 humanoids lying down, they are not, you don't see any movement of breathing,
Oh, that's
more so.
Guys, they're dead.
Mm.
He didn't say they were dead. He just said they were not moving or breathing.
One is dead.
They could
We can
be.
make them.
They could be undead, for all we know.
Oh, excuse me, guys. We have a bunch of vampires in the ground. You might want to
Oh,
watch
shit.
out for that.
And you see a sign to your right, and you see the Reluctant Grove, and the Reluctant Grove is actually painted over as Vampire Manor.
There you go.
There are
Guys,
no
we can make, like, more dead. Not,
Desecrate bodies, please.
like we haven't done it before.
Look, shit.
I want to search the bodies.
Doing this stupid.
Pierce's jugular and whatnot.
I want to search
you
the
want
bodies. I want to search the bodies.
Okay. So, Lai, feeling a sudden spurt of bravery, pushes ahead of the party and says, "Guys,
I got this.
and goes over to the bodies, and as you search them, you notice clear signs of violence, or you notice that they are very much dead, and that they most likely died from violence.
I told you they died.
Hey,
No one wanted to listen to me.
so as you said that, I was rolling a die, and I looked up and I saw one of my icons on my screen, and I read it as "get out" instead of "get out."
Oh no.
So I think we should.
You're
I think we should.
telling
I
us
think we
to
should
get the
leave.
hell out.
I think we should leave.
Well, you are searching. I guess you'll be searching one body. I would like you to roll investigation.
Don't have a cow.
17.
You find on the body. You don't find any gold, unfortunately, but you do manage to find a dagger. Plain dagger, nothing too special about it. But around, and this individual, they are wearing black robes. Clearly these robes are hooded, but the hood is drawn down. The individual you're searching is a human, who is quite dead, due to the fact that their throat is slit, but you know. And you see around their neck hanging a amulet, and the amulet is of a raven's head, and it appears to be like a simple iron, nothing fancy metal. But
I'm gonna take the amulet and hand it to Almanar.
all right, and then what will the rest of you be doing then?
Wait, did he
Oh.
investigate just
Oh,
one of the bodies?
And I did take the.
Investigated one.
So you said all I found was the dagger and the amulet, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Can I investigate the other body?
Sure. You investigate the next body, which is a wood elf. This one appears to have died.
They're humanoid.
Well, humanoid meaning.
I don't know what that means.
Okay. Means that all the kind of playable races that walk on 2 feet. Dragons,
Okay.
Lord elves, etc.
I'm just looking for my universe gem, my universe stone.
Well, you don't find it on these individuals. But Paulo, if you could roll investigation as well. That'll be a D20 with the investigation skill.
That's what I was looking for. With the plus of investigation, it's 6.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's not very good.
No, this one doesn't seem to have anything on them aside from the aside from the metal amulet of the raven head. This one is also quite dead, as there is a rather gaping wound in their chest, and so
Ooh, shot to the heart.
more like it looks like they were pierced by some sort of stabbing weapon, but close enough.
It was a song, but whatever.
Yes.
Definitely a Bon Jovi.
See if I can get it.
And then what was that? Sorry.
Can I get a grasp of if this mist is magical?
I guess that would require detect magic on your part.
Yeah. I'll use detect magic.
All right, so roll a d20 with your let's make it Arcana.
Okay. Oop. Let me guess
What
that,
time
and
of
then
day is
I use the Arcana, and then I add +1 because of the tone.
Yep, because of the tone which you are using.
Right. I need to get a bunch of shit. Oh, no. The thing runs very slowly around. Okay.
What time of day is it?
Oh, yeah, thank you for mentioning that. It is noon, though oddly enough, when you entered the ravine, it was noon. It was quite a sunny day. The sun seems quite obscured now. You're kind of all in a murky, misty space inside.
So the sun won't affect me?
The sun no longer affects you, exactly.
Yay.
Those good old drow features, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And then,
That'll
oh yeah,
15?
15. All right.
Why
As
do
you
hate me?
Cassio sun. So Almanar, as you kind of attune yourself to determine the magical nature of the mist, your senses are blasted by this white piercing light, and you can tell that you can't particularly tell how magical the mist is. It seems to have some magical quality, but overall, the entire ravine is just filled with some sort of magical essence. And there's a ringing in your ear, and you are now blinded for 1 minute. So,
All of us, or just?
just Almanar's.
Oh.
So,
I kind of like grab onto Iris's like shoulder, or try to probably grab her hair on accident. Like, hey,
roll to grab.
okay.
As Almanar takes 1 point of retinal damage.
Have
Yeah.
fun.
Did you say how did you know?
If you got a
Nat
nat
20.
20 for your friend.
Yeah.
Okay. You steady yourself. You grab on her shoulder quite hard, clenching down on it to steady yourself, and you don't fall over. So hey, you got that going for you.
I say, guys, first thing, this place is really, really, really magical. I don't know whether that's a good thing or not. Secondarily, I
Never,
can't
never.
see.
Grabbing onto my arm. I'm going to say it's not.
I can't see it all. Nope.
Oh, I get. And so as the whiteness fades or from your sight, Almar, and you begin to see, you can kind of see the faint trail of magic just swirling around in the mist, little strings of it. It's and you blink again, and those strings are gone.
Like, this is weird as shit. Cool. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and search that last body to see if I can find.
Or in the meantime, Iris, were you gonna do anything? Because so this takes a minute for you. So I want to see what the final party member is going to do.
I'm kind of stuck making sure he doesn't fall over or walk into the damn tree, so I'm just staying put while his vision comes back.
No, that's quite a good friend. You're quite a good friend then.
Oh, he's paying me back later on or something.
This comes with favors, I see. Well, in that case, so Almanar, your vision clears, and you kind of blink the whatever it was out of your eyes. And if you want to investigate the final body, roll to investigate, please. D20.
And 6.
6.
You find
Well, like those before you, you find the metal amulet wrapped around this individual's neck. They, like the other two, are wearing the black robes. Now, this one, though, you can tell probably died from bleeding out, as their corpse is kind of clutching the right arm is clutching the stump of their left arm, and so.
I say, so I know the symbol is of the Raven Queen, or is it? 'Cause I have.
Roll. Yeah, you definitely know. I guess you'd still have your mentors, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can you compare your mentors and these individuals, and holding up side by side, it's clear your mentors amulet is of a finer make, more detail and whatnot, but these individuals who are dead before you are clearly clearly cultist members of the Raven Queen. So.
Well, these guys are kind of people I was looking for. They're super dead.
And the path where y'all stop, the path does continue down further into the grove. And behind you, you see the faint light of the sun shining above from the path you have taken.
I say, okay, so you guys want to keep going forward?
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I think I'm the only one who has not searched the body at all.
Well-
We've tried all the bodies now.
Well, I
You
got
guys all failed.
Fair enough.
I didn't fail. I didn't
It's like,
fail.
They took all the bodies.
Well, I didn't fail. I
Once the
got.
body has been searched once,
It cannot be searched again.
it can be searched again, but I mean, if you want to give them all, but not by the same person. So, Iris, if you want to try searching another body, feel free. Pat down a corpse, why don't you?
Alright. I'll roll.
Alright, cool. So, you go up, you decide to search the corpse that Almanar just searched, and I'd like you to roll your investigation, please.
And that's +4, and that's split kind of as well.
Let's just plus 4 again.
10.
Yeah, alright. You kind of search the body, you kind of ruffle through the robes trying to find any hidden pockets. Unfortunately, you don't, but as you kind of shift the body to the side, you are able to find lying beneath them a broken short sword. It appears that it's a simple short sword, and it appears to have been snapped in half. I would like you to roll. Let's see. You just see this snapped short sword, or the snapped in half short sword.
Okay.
That's called a dagger.
That's not good.
I say, yeah, everyone, get out whatever you want to get out. You might have to fight something later.
It's a good idea, but it is.
Yeah, freak of nature. You can snap a sword in half.
I mean, I don't know how well made the sword was. It could have been really shitty.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
You
it's
can
not like
tell.
some human walked up to it and just snapped a sword, so we know it's not a human.
I mean, if you want to examine the sword, or Sakala would like to do that, feel free to roll. And you would roll investigation again. If you feel it necessitate. No.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good at all. So it's a 4.
Oh well, yeah, the sword broke.
Yeah, the
Um,
sword's broken.
Alright, Lai is gonna investigate the broken short sword, okay?
Oh, okay, because that wasn't good enough for you.
Alright. Alright.
5.
Salty lie.
I want a nat 1. Come on. I want to critically
yeah.
fail this.
Your bat rolls out now, everybody.
16.
Exactly.
All right. You do see, this sword was clearly snapped in half. It's quite a shoddy iron sword, though it's debatable about the quality of the metal. So you do see, kind of scratched on the hilt, the letters in common. Steve's short sword. So.
Good old Steve.
You did say Steve, right?
Steve.
Like
So-
the guy from Blue's Clues, Steve?
That's not what I was
Now,
thinking.
You suddenly recognized the cultist before you. It's
I knew it!
Okay, I was thinking Steve from like Minecraft.
It's the crossover universe, by the way, guys.
I was going with the nostalgia theme from earlier before the recordings, so.
That was an energetic topic, I must say. Is there anything else the party would like to do before proceeding on, or not proceeding on?
Pray.
Hey, you pray, but you don't hear anything or feel any kind of inclination from Tiamat.
I don't believe in gods, I believe in kings and queens.
Oh, trust me, I believe in Tiamat. She the homie. We rep it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
You
yes,
guys
that
tight.
you're repping with a giant evil dragon, I'm
Oh,
sure.
there you go. For sure.
And then if you would like to continue going down the ravine, or if you want to not go down or go the other way, please, will y'all be following the same, I guess, formation pattern as before, or will you change it up?
No, Lai's gonna be in front this time.
Why in front? If that
Yep.
works for everybody. Almanar and Iris, Lai kind of shoves ahead of y'all and be like, nah, I got this.
I'm running down the hill going, my gym!
Alright then. So what about the rest of y'all? Will y'all be following the same formation, or?
Definitely cool with being in the back.
There we go. Sakala's like, I like this bag.
Cool.
It's a nice bag.
It's a nice bag.
Die?
Or is that
We're making a bet on how
works?
What
my
the hell just happened?
If y'all could repeat what you were saying, I wasn't able to catch that.
Oh, we were just me and Iris and Almanar. As soon as he starts running off on his own, we're like, "You want to make a bet on how quick he's gonna die?"
Google.
All right.
Place your bets now.
I don't think he's gonna die, but you know.
10 gold minimum. Just joking. Does Lai actually run ahead? So.
No, he's not actually running ahead. That was just a joke.
Okay.
Okay.
No, I'm not
So
that
wait,
dumb.
Wait, so you're walking ahead?
I'm in the front, yes. but I'm not
But
like
not running.
no.
Elijah's like, hey guys, can we go ahead now?
I gotta find my gym, guys. I gotta evolve my dagger.
Nerd.
The priest said it would get more powerful if I added all the stones.
Okay.
Kidney
I-
stones.
I pull out my scimitar and just follow, just like shaking my head behind him.
Alright, so everybody else, you all are pulling out your weapons, right?
Yeah.
And you know what weapon I'm repping? I'm repping the dagger.
Alright, so yeah, I'd like everybody to, if you, of course, as Lai does.
Rocking a dagger.
Okay, so you do know what my dagger is, right? I have a dagger that looks like
I probably wouldn't be laughing.
I have a dagger that it's got like 3 prongs like a trident, but it's like a dagger.
Okay, Aquaman. Let's go.
And
Wow.
we just hey, it's covered in blood.
Oh, that's
You
a
really
joke.
should clean it sometime, just saying.
That is really unsanitary. Someone could get hepatitis C.
Oh,
Yeah, dude.
and I cut Sakala's food with it, so
Oh.
What about
You
the
wanna go, Dragonborn? I'll beat your butt right now.
Alright, let's not have a rogue v rogue fight right now, so. In the meantime, everybody else, if you plan on drawing a
Turns
weapon,
around, hearing this little. Yes.
tell me what weapon y'all draw, if that's what you want to do.
I'm drawing my scimitar.
Alright, cool. Scimitar. Iris, yourself, if you do want to.
the katana.
What's that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have my katana.
Okay,
Well, my
cool.
katana.
Nice. I was checking to ask. And then last but not least, Sakala.
Oh, I gave
Sakala in the rear. Will you be drawing any weapons or
I would say for walking purposes, I'm gonna pull out my man catcher since it's a staff that'll help me with walking on the rocky terrain. So
that's a fair statement.
yeah.
And
North.
all right. So, and speaking of which, as you all continue to go down, the path gets much more steep, more gravelly, kind of loose. And so,
Exactly.
I would like everybody now to roll that
D20.
good- Oh yes, it will be a D20, but in specific, I would like everybody to roll that good old-fashioned acrobatics or athletics, depending on how good you are in either.
Oh boy.
We get a choice.
Yep.
Hey, Connor,
Some rolls
no,
I'll
game.
make
Go
a choice. So
So you said acrobatics or what?
athletics.
Okay, you can use your.
This is gonna suck.
Wasn't Connor?
Yes.
Wasn't Iris's like deficit to the acrobatics?
What are you doing?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, just check.
Beat you up?
Connor. Connor.
Play it on me, Lion. What you do?
10 acrobatics.
Ooh. All right.
It's either a
Yeah.
10 or an 8, so
Uh.
I'll go with the 10.
All right. So fair enough. And then everybody else.
Well, if I add my acrobatics, it'd be 14 for me.
All right. Cool. And then Almanar and Sakala, or Almanar and Iris. Sorry.
Iris adds 11.
All right. Iris is 11.
I got 15.
15. All right.
Always gotta
So-
one up me, Mel.
Yeah.
All right. So well, and then wait. Sakala
I'm
had
leader.
how
I
much?
have to one up everyone.
Kala had 14.
14. Okay.
As Ligo's
So
rolling
Mel
down the
gotta
hill.
one up me.
And
Oh.
so, Sakala, I should have made you roll with advantage to your staff, but doesn't matter anyway because Almanar and Sakala, you both managed to remain sure of foot as you kind of make your way slowly down the path. As for Lai and Iris, you two, unfortunately, the rocks slip out from underneath both of you, and you begin to tumble down the ravine path.
And Lai's just laughing all the way down. He's having a blast.
Oh yeah, I bet. Thankfully, it's not too far. You only tumble about 20 feet down the path, and then eventually, you land on solid, flat ground. And I hear that go.
Sorry, I gotta charge my computer real quick. I gotta go plug it in.
Okay.
Connor, do I roll this? I land on my ass.
You already did.
No,
Oh, yeah.
tumbling down.
That's what I just said. Lai and Iris, the tumble wasn't too far, and so you both land securely down at the bottom of the ravine path.
Okay.
And so now, I would like the two of you to roll perception.
Connor, you cut out pretty bad, man.
He said roll
I did?
perception.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
He said roll
Okay.
perception.
Then, yeah, Lai and Iris, if y'all could roll perception, please.
14.
14, okay. And then Iris, 16? Alright, well, in that case, y'all both notice that it's not solid ground that you're kind of lying on. It's a bit squishy, and you can kind of feel like, as you kind of like see yourselves up, it kind of like what's the ground beneath you kind of get, or what's beneath you kind of gives with your emotions. And so, as you look below you, you see you both are sitting on two more corpses of the cultists.
Okay, that is not where I thought you were going with that. I thought you were about to Han Solo us.
Oh yeah, you landed a trash heap or something.
No, like where we landed in like the mouth of some beast.
No, don't worry, that's coming. I mean, what?
What? I was gonna say I pull out my blaster and shoot the ground, but you know.
And so, delightful. But no, you two just kind of land on some corpses.
Can I
They
s-
seem to be like the ones before, are about a day or two old now. They're quite stiff.
I want to search my body.
So as you're lying on top of it, you kind of flip around and you start just kind of getting all handsy with the human
Yeah.
corpse on top. You're on top of.
Do I need to roll?
And yeah, roll investigation. And so, Almanar and Skala, as you two make your way gingerly down the path, you arrive into the grove as the ravine kind of opens up to the sides. Still quite filled with mist, you see trees on the ground, where you can see a few trees poking out of the, or pine trees, I should say. You see pine trees poking out of the mist, rising far above into the sky of the ravine, though the sky itself is hidden from view by the mist. You also see on the ground a numerous amount of corpses, stretching from what you can see and then further beyond toward you into the mist. Oh, and also you see Lai currently getting handsy with one of the corpses.
11.
Whoa.
11.
You find a dagger and another amulet.
Another.
By the way, whenever y'all find something, be it in a chest or on a body, indicate whether or not you want to keep what you find. So, or just mention it. That you're
Oh,
gonna take it.
yeah, I'm taking the dagger. I took the last one too. I think I told you, but I'm just making sure.
Okay, thank you. And that's what. And so, Lai and Sakala, or Iris and Lai, you also see that aside from the corpses you two are currently situated on, the grove itself seems to be quite populated with dead cultists.
So I do have a question outside the game.
Mm-hmm.
Does the party know about my quest to find the gem?
You never shared it.
Okay, well, I'm going to tell
I thought I
them.
was missing something.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna explain why you're kind of getting handsy with the corpse?
Yes. I'm looking for my gem. I gotta find this. I gotta find TMS gem.
Alright, yep. Everybody in the party now knows the Dragonborn is quite feverishly looking for something called a Tiamat gem. What will the rest of the party do? Before you is the grove, and it extends quite off into the distance. You can't tell how far due to the fact that the mist is still quite enclosing. And you all are at the entrance to the grove.
I just want to check her body.
Okay. Sakala and Iris, if you both would, you decide to reach for the nearest body and go to town. Roll for investigation.
One.
What's that?
I said I was sitting on one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. In case. Roll for investigation.
I rolled the wrong dice.
Sorry, no D12s or whatever.
I rolled the D100 on accident. My bad.
Gnarly. And so,
I'll let Sakala go first.
Definitely got a 5.
it's just another cultist body, dead by some violent death. You see only the amulet wrapped around their neck.
So when you say cultists, what exactly do you mean?
They're cultists for the Raven Queen.
Yeah, for the Church of the Raven Queen.
Have you been
I'm
paying
just using
attention?
that as an easy descriptor of the cultists.
It is a cult. He is the embodiment of death, so...
So it's kind of fitting that all her cultists are dead.
Okay,
Hey.
so
Can I try to figure out what is going on and why there's so many dead bodies?
can I see what I get for my investigation?
Yeah, go ahead.
I
Lay it
roll-
on, please.
Nat 20.
Wow, well, hey. This time,
What's
so
for
it's another dead body, of course. This time is missing both of its arms. And you find the amulet wrapped around the corpse's neck. But you also find embedded in their chest, or basically embedded in their chest, a short sword.
Wait, how did he land on?
Nat 20, though. Simple as that.
He landed on the corpse's
I
leg.
just rolled on
Okay.
20 to grab 10 minutes.
No, so you roll Nat 20 for the useless.
In the meantime, as y'all are kind of searching the bodies, Almanar, what will you do?
I want to figure out why the fuck there's so many dead bodies.
Well, that is the mystery. And well, as the party as you all step into the grove, or the entrance of the grove. Oh, 1 second. Gotta pull up something. I'm hearing some weird sounds coming on from someone then. But in the meantime, so as you,
Stop.
yeah, I don't hear it anymore.
That
so.
was me.
Well done.
I apologize.
It's all good. But so as the party, you all step into the grove, all of a sudden, the heads of all the corpses you can see near you turn in your direction. That includes the one that Lion and Iris are currently sitting on.
Nice necromancy.
Numerous dead glass guys stare at you, and as the corpses' heads turn and turn to follow your every move. So you're very, very muted right now, by the way, Kara.
I don't do zombies, that's not my thing.
Okay, we can hear you now.
I'm
So, the rest of the bodies don't seem to be in any sort of animation or movement. It's just simply the necks and the heads have all turned and now are looking at you. So, what will the
Yeah.
party do?
I can't even right now.
I'm trying to squat down in front of one, kind of look it up and down. I say,
Hello there.
"Do you?"
Sorry, what was that, Almanar?
I get like in one of their faces and I say, "Do you speak?" Just see if
So
it-
as you get close, the stench of death is quite pungent. These corpses are have clearly been dead for a couple days now. And so the rotting flesh of the humanoid leaves quite a strong odor on you. And as you look into the eyes, they're all quite dead, glassy, but it is definitely staring right at you. But it does not respond.
Not. Guess not. Okay. They're not doing anything right now. Just ignore them.
Right now.
Yeah, pull real time. If they wanted to attack us, we'd be dead by now.
Yeah, but what if the person is just using them as a vessel to watch us?
Then they can watch as long as they don't kill us. We're fine.
But that's the point. They're watching to kill.
Is
Are
it-
they? Maybe
Look.
they're just getting the rocks off.
Look,
Okay, that's it. All the-
Okay.
if they start throwing gold, it's fair game. Okay.
If the corpses start throwing gold,
I shrug and kind of start looking for a path leading more towards one direction or another.
I
alright.
run-
It- Is it still foggy?
It's still very, very foggy. The mist itself is still quite surrounding you, but you do see a clear path running straight, going straight through the mist, or running straight into the mist. The corpses seem all to be centered around this path, and so you can see about 20 feet ahead as the path kind of disappears into the fog, that there are more corpses along the path.
I nod. I kind of look back down at the one I got face to face with. I say, "Well, if you are using these as like little scrying devices, we're not really here to cause any trouble. We're just kind of here to see if we can find information. Go down that path. Don't attack me. I won't kill every single thing here. Cool. Then I start heading down.
Cool. Alright, so Almanar is leading the pack. Who will be following?
Me.
Alright, Almanar in line.
Gouging out eyes before following.
Oh, okay. So you want to gouge out the eyes of the zombies cultists, as you
You called them
mumbling.
zombies. I knew it.
No. Mumbling
Alright.
something about gouging out eyes.
So-
like looking at.
Sure. Will you be what weapon will you be using to gouge out these eyes? Or
I'm just mumbling it because they're all.
you're breaking in and out. I can't really tell what you're saying.
I'm not really going to gouge them out. My character's just mumbling about gouging out eyes because
Okay. Well, thank you for clarifying that.
yeah.
So.
Necrophilia?
Well, anyway, Sakal will be following in the rear as before, right? And so in that case, as the party, you go down this corpse-littered trail. As you process into the fog, the entrance gets lost behind you in the foggy depths. And as you keep going along, more corpses ahead rear their head and turn their heads to watch you as you pass them by. And eventually, you keep going down the path, and eventually the fog stops. Break through the fog, and you see a clearing, itself littered with more corpses, of course, but this clearing all seems to be centered around a giant stone, or a large stone altar. This altar appears to come straight up from the earth, and inscribed on it, from what you can tell, are strange markings, all seeming quite old. And let's see. Well, in that case, everybody. Oh well, you'll see this anyway. In front of the altar, surrounded by these corpses, you see a old humanoid. You see an old woman, long white hair stained with soot, blood and dirt. Is tangled, going down to her waist. She appears to be mumbling to herself.
Oh shit.
Her back is turned to you as she seems to be kind of palming the altar, kind of feeling along with it with her hands, and she seems quite enthralled with whatever it is. She herself is wearing a myriad of raggedy and tattered clothing, black, brown, and gray, being the prominent colors. What will you all do, or what would you all like to do?
Minari, you didn't tell me your fiance was here.
Nah,
Oh,
she looks a lot different.
yeah, she looked a lot different on her Tinder page.
Sure, I got catfished. Oh well. Seems nice enough. I pull out my longbow.
Wait, I thought Iris stayed behind.
No, she's just behind me. She's sticking close to the hip.
Was she not staying back with them gouging eyes out?
No, she was joking. She was just mumbling about that. Iris and Vi followed side by side behind all of them.
Well, then where the heck is Lai?
Vi is also here with y'all as y'all have entered this clearing.
Was he in the front?
Yes.
Okay, anyway, everybody's
Everyone's there.
And
I'm so lost.
what was Almanar doing, sorry?
I pull out my bow and I knock an arrow. And I take a couple steps forward, just kind of tentatively, trying to gauge the situation.
All right. As you take a few steps forward, you hear the old woman proclaim, "Fire that arrow, and it'll be the last thing you ever do, Ranger." And the old woman turns around, and you see in her right hand an old wooden staff, quite knobbly as she's hunched over, leaning on it. And as you gaze upon the old woman, you can tell that she's not exactly looking at you, because where her eyes would be are two black holes. She appears to have no eyes.
No. I can't. It's like
Ooh.
Coraline all over again.
Super metal.
I've never seen that movie, but I heard it's terrifying.
Oh no.
And so the old woman continues to say, "This is my grove.
I freaking knew it. I
Strangers
was right.
are not welcome here. What do you want?"
I
Knew it.
put my arrow back in my quiver and kind of set my bow down on the ground next to me. I say, I was here to possibly get some information on the man who raised me.
I'd like you to get some eyeballs in them sockets.
Lai's just gonna say I'm looking for my crystal.
A crystal. And the man who raised you. Interesting, she says. We all look for something, you know. I merely looked.
Do we all look for something? I
I
don't think
turn
all
and-
of us look for something.
I chop Paula in the forehead and say, shut up.
You can see more of the corpses kind of turn their heads to look specifically at Sakala, and the witch seems to murmur to herself, "We got a lip on that one."
I can't even right now. I
I
was so
turn
right.
around to Sakala and I like karate chop her in the forehead.
No one's gonna mention the fact that I was right in the first place. She's using these people as a vessel to look at you.
I say,
Sakala's like, "I told you, I wasn't crazy. I knew it."
Look,
look at Sakala. You don't start behaving right now, I'm gonna leave you with her.
I mean, how can she find her? And she
Behave.
when she says she need to look for some, she need to look for some damn eyeballs.
Anyway,
All right. I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna be like, these two I don't care about. They
come
cause
on,
shit.
they're your party members. You just like Nas. Wow.
I will trade you the puny human for my crystal.
Yes.
I'm gonna just go ahead and walk up slowly, kind of. Edge.
Maintain your distance, she says.
I'm like, okay, sorry. Question.
Oh, we all have questions. I stuff questions into furthering life and extending my own. She indicates the group around her. As you can see, this is where it's got me.
Are you a lich, by any chance?
She squints at you. How do you know about liches?
Childhood stories.
Oh, as you said, itches. I got itches all the time.
Now that is what I desire to become. I sought it. The power of the long life. But it was torn from me. It was torn by those damn soldiers. Those damn hunters. Curse them! And she starts to kind of rant to herself, shaking her fist to the sky and all that. But
I turn to both Sakala and Iris and say, okay, I know you guys like making jokes.
I really don't. I'm
This
just
is not-
uncomfortable and I'm trying to lighten my mood.
This is not a good place to even try that. She's a lich. She's almost a lich. She could kill all of us right now.
This is a load of barnacles.
You are making me regret.
Maybe she just needs a Krabby Patty, man. She needs the Krabby Patty
Oh.
secret formula.
No, she needs the color patty. The pretty
I-
patties.
Oh, the pretty patties, exactly.
There you go.
Just pretty patties? How did you know?
I knew it.
She,
What we can do to
I-
to come out of here alive?
I sit down and I say, so, is there any chance of us leaving here, without conflict?
she more the corpse heads kind of look at Almanar as you speak, and she says, I have no reason to keep you from leaving, but first I must ask, what brings you to my humble abode? She says sarcastically.
Well, these people were Raven Queen followers, and the guy who raised me was one as well.
Really now?
Why would you?
Yeah.
All the dead people are Ravenclaw people.
She kind of scratches her chin as she kind of considers what you said. Well, then, if you seek knowledge on the Raven Queen, I am the one you should be talking to. I am Eleanor, cult matron of, no longer have a cult to be matron to, but that is what I was once called. And as she says that, she reaches into her very thick, very heavy robes and pulls out a silver amulet on a chain. The amulet itself is of a raven head, similar to the ones on the other cultists. And she puts it back into her robes and says, I'm willing to answer for answers. Tell me. I will ask first, if it is knowledge you seek. And she kind of sits herself down on or kind of leans herself back against the stone altar. And she says, tell me, as you made your way to the grove, did you spot any soldiers or did you spot any royal knights or individuals accompanying them?
While we were on our way, no. And the only ones we saw were the ones in town, in Darkmoore.
Ah, in Darkmoore. forces at play. She mutters to herself.
Quick question outside the game.
Yes.
What is this woman's name?
Eleanor, she called herself.
Like the car?
What?
Like the
No,
car.
like Eleanor, like the name.
Yeah.
Roosevelt.
L-A-N-O-R. Yeah.
You said
E-L.
I said Eleanor, but okay.
yeah. There's a car called Eleanor. That's what I was asking.
I was not aware of that, but now I am.
Yeah.
And so, so for this, if everybody has questions or inquiries for Eleanor, feel free to ask them in a sequential order. And I'll be starting with Eleanor, since you had asked the question first. What was it?
Wait, what?
You had a question for her. What was that? Not?
Oh. Yeah. I just kind of wanted to know, like, why would a guy? Because I was raised by, I'll just tell her his name is Olgan, and he was super nice, and like all the stories I've heard of Raven Queen Brawlers after that, they all seem kind of, not no offense, but kind of mean. Has such a bad rap.
The cult of the Raven Queen has, due to our association with death, quite the negative connotation. She kind of chuckles to herself. In reality, what we do as cultists or as followers of Her Majesty is that we tend to grave sites. We exorcise evil spirits who are still wandering the material plane. And it is also our job to go to villages plundered and pillaged and to bury the dead. That is our association. So we are tightly associated with matters death and gruesome. I don't know what kind of stories you have heard, but that is the truth regarding us. As she says that, the corpse heads turn to look at the other three. And what about the rest of you? Since we're playing 20 questions.
That game existed.
Let's say it does. It's canon.
Wait, another question outside the game.
Okay.
Did they explain what the gems look like to Lie?
Yeah, they told you that the gems are of 5 different colors. And the one that you are looking for is yellow.
It's the Soul Stone.
That's right. He is looking for the Infinity Stone.
I didn't make that joke last time.
I know, that's actually really, like, cool. Raven Queen, that's something old.
Can I ask her if she's seen it? Like, seen a stone matching the description?
Alright, you ask her, and as the corpse heads turn to look at you, and she says, well, just in fact, I have this lovely little ring right here. And so as she holds up her hand, you can see 2 rings on her finger. One appears to be a simple, plain, silver ring, and the other one appears to be a copper ring, and a yellow gem is at the center of it. What about it, dear? She smiles. Tell me, what are you looking for? Or why are you looking for it?
So, Lie's gonna be truthful and say that he was sent by the priests of his goddess to fetch it. He's not gonna say why, but he's going to say that his priests require the stone.
The priests of Tiamat, you say? Or did you say Tiamat or just said priest?
Yeah, well, priest of his goddess. So yeah, priest of Tiamat.
Priest of Tiamat. She turns her hand to look at the ring herself, or actually she points her hand at a corpse near her, and the corpse seems to turn and look at it. I didn't know that this ring was so valued by some. Well, I'm sure we can figure out a fair payment for it. She smiles, and she tucks her hand back into her robe. And then the corpses all turned iris, and you feel a number of dead, glassy eyes upon you. And you, my dear human friend. By the way, the Eleanor is a human, from what y'all can tell. What can I help with you, dear young lady? He kind of takes on a doddering grandma tone for a second. Quite the contrast with the bloody, ashy, quite grimy figure in front of you.
I'm just following these guys.
Fair enough. Everybody,
Stuttering mess.
too many corpses, too much weird stuff.
Yes.
I kind of lean over and I say, yeah, if it wouldn't like be too much to ask, she's kind of weirded out by the whole, scrying zombie thing. If you would like make them not look at her, that might help her ask a question if she had one.
The witch nods and says, "Sorry about that. Don't mean to cause uncomfortableness." And all the corpses closest to you kind of seem to all their heads seem to kind of lull back into the position they were before, and only a few corpses nearest to her are now just looking at the party in general. Didn't mean to make anyone uncomfortable, she says.
Oh no, it's just her.
In that case, if the young lady has no questions for moi, what about you, my drow friend? She smiles at you, trying to be friendly, but still kind of creepy.
I'm definitely creeped out, for sure. So I'm just gonna ask what everyone else is thinking. What happened to your eyes? Why do they not exist in your head? And why are you using dead people to look at me instead of using your eye sockets?
Well, she laughs for a few seconds, and then she says, "Wow, nah, to put it quite bluntly, my eyes were burned out."
Oh, that's lovely.
When I was in the middle of performing the ritual to ensure my transformation into a lich. I was interrupted by some unsavory elements, and in order to prevent me from continuing my plans, they burned out my eyes. And so now, and she indicates the corpses around you. Now I have to make use of my followers, even in death. She sighs, seeming seeming kind of sad at mentioning the deaths of her followers.
Well, at least they're still serving their plan, or whatever you'd call it.
I suppose we all are the queens in death. And then she says, "Well, now my turn." So she addresses the party as a whole. So, who is in power these days in Darkmoore? I'm not originally from the region, and so I'm not too into the politics of it all.
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't our group,
We kind of killed that guy.
Wow. She
Yeah.
if she had eyelids, she'd be blinking. she seems quite taken back and says, "Wow, openly admitting to murdering nobility. That's quite brass for
I
one
kinda
such as
put my hand up.
yourselves."
I was not a part of this. I did not kill this person.
He
Yeah.
one
So
burned down my village, 2 killed a bunch of my people, and 3 was just kind of an asshole.
She shrugs. I can sympathize. I can sympathize on you with the whole killing of your people part.
Oh, ooh, I have a question, if you don't mind me asking.
Lay it on me, honey.
I
Sonny.
pull out my...
Connor, I have a
Iris, I like her.
The corpse nearest to Almanar kind of. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Hey, I do have a question outside the game.
Okay, in 1 second.
Yeah, just whenever you get to it.
Yeah. Almanar. So what will Almanar do?
I like to say, I'm not reaching for anything bad, I don't think. I'm not trying to hurt anyone. I reach back and I grab my black box, and I slowly pull it out. I'm like, last time I showed this to someone, they flipped out. Do you know what the hell this is?
The old one, or Eleanor, kind of stands back up and kind of peers, tries to kind of move herself like she was looking at it, as the one corpse close to Almanar kind of rears its head to look at him. The old woman pulls out her hand and says, "I can't get a good look at it from here. If you would be willing to show it to me closer, I'd appreciate it."
I
might
am
be able to
not
answer.
gonna make a joke right now.
Feel free to make some jokes. I mean,
You opened it, and I have so many opportunities, but I'm not gonna take it.
I
wait,
stand.
the box, did you open it or is it closed?
It's closed.
Okay.
I
Just making sure.
stand up and I kind of walk towards her. I put it out, but I don't hand it over. I'm like, I just in case.
Okay. There's a corpse at your feet, and that kind of looks up at the box in your hands. And the old witch seems to hum to herself. Look at that. I recognize this box, at least by design, not the box itself. That's quite intriguing. She says, "Where did you find this?"
It was just in some room randomly, just kind of sitting there.
Mysterious boxes and rooms they shouldn't be in. Harmless. The old woman holds out her hand and says, "If you would allow, I'd like to use my what magics I have left in order to apprise of its true nature."
Oh, cool. Just so you know, there may or may not, more than likely may, be someone's soul in this thing.
I expect it.
Yeah. Here you go.
Alright, so you hand over the box to her, and she kind of leans, or puts she kind of holds her staff in the crook of her elbow as she uses both hands to move it around and kind of look at it. Quite an impressive design. She kind of mutters to herself. That's mostly what you can hear. And then, putting it in the palm of her hand, she proceeds to open it.
Oh no.
No.
And as you see her open it, you can see she seems to breathe in and grow sure of foot. As you see some of the cuts and wounds along her face and arms kind of heal up rather quickly.
We ate the soul.
Holy crap. She absorbs souls.
Dragonborn!
Don't look at me.
I start bouncing up and down. I'm like, this is fucking amazing. Cool.
Can I start backing away slowly?
Yeah.
Alright.
And
That
just,
would
I
be
put my hand behind my back and I'm like, guys, start like motioning for people to back up. I'm gonna stay right here, and if she starts going a little sideways, I'm gonna try to hold her back as long as I
Oh,
can.
she's gonna go more than sideways. She's gonna absorb your soul, you fool. Run.
As the party starts backing up,
No, Lai, stands his ground with Almanar.
It's definitely just me backing up.
I'm not gonna let Almanar die alone.
well, isn't that sweet?
Every man for themselves.
Moments or minutes from Almanar saying, "I don't care about these guys."
He
I
didn't.
Well-
said I didn't care about Iris or
Sakala. He never said anything about me. The bromance.
Bromance.
All right then. Well, as Sakala backs up, the witch, or not bait, that's bait. The cult matron, my bad. The cult matron chuckles to herself and shuts the box, and she says, "I'm quite an impressive little thing you found, isn't it, Ranger?" And she holds it out and says, "Thanks for the pick me up. You can have it back."
Okay.
I say, did you just eat that guy's soul?
She shrugs and says, "I have no idea what you mean, dear." And she kind of grasps her staff again and starts to lean on it, but not as much as before.
I'm like,
And
I
she says,
kind of look at her. I say, I like you.
"You're too kind.
Go behind
Yeah.
Almanar, grab him by the waist.
You're quite like your mentor, you know. I remember him from when he was young, after all." And as she says that, she uses her other hand to pull out the Ravenhead amulet from before, and she opens it, revealing that it's a locket. She holds it out to you, and you can see an illustration of a half-orc in there. If by you can tell, it looks to be a young version of your mentor. After all, he is my son.
Wait, what?
Say hi to Grandma.
Hi, Grandma.
Grandma.
There we go. Granny Eleanor. Always wanted to be a grandmother. She chuckles to herself.
I mean, to be fair, you're now the closest thing I have to a grandmother, because my other one tried to actually killed my dad.
Details? I don't need to know, but I give you my condolences.
That's fine.
And in that case, you now know your mentor. I raised him when he was young, and he set off into the world to, as many those of orcish blood do. The life as a follower of the Night Queen, of the Raven Queen, didn't suit him. So, with my blessings, he went off into the world.
Oh.
I learned he had died a few years ago, but he is now with the Raven Queen. So, nothing more can be asked.
Yeah. He was really nice. Took me out the streets and everything. It was really cool. No. Oh, by the way, so would there be any way of me communing with this lady? Because she seems to be kind of cool.
Communing? What?
Yeah, talking to prayers or whatever.
She says that she can give prayers to you and your friends, allies, be it. She'll give prayers over to the Raven Queen.
Cool. I don't
Let's
want...
see. And Eleanor turns to Lai and says, "You desire my ring. I do not know for what purposes, other than that your religion demands it. But if you do something for me, I can do something for the rest of you, perhaps."
I'm okay. I'm good.
Not
She says,
lie
"No
nods.
choice."
Also, that's my grandma now.
I'll say I'd be glad to help a family member of Almanar.
Well, as you can see, all of my followers are dead, and myself, you can see, but I can't what they did to me. Haha.
No.
Awkward laughing ensues. She says, "I want to know who did this to me, prevented me from ascending into lichdom. This grove, as some of you might be aware, is quite magically potent.
So she's
And-
not a lich?
No.
Not
She
yet.
is not. She, as she tells you, she attempted to become a leech in order to stave off her own mortal ending. And so,
I just wanted to clarify.
Hmm.
I just needed like a reassurance of what's going on here.
yeah,
So she's
She's-
not a lich.
She's
She is
not
not
going
a
to try to
lich.
murder
She
you.
wanted to become one.
Yes.
wanted to become one.
So then how does she have the power to control these other people's eyes if she's just a human?
That's called necromancy.
I don't know what that means.
Essentially, she's a mage. She's a wizard of some sort. And so, for wizards, there's different schools of magic that they can pursue.
So Hogwarts.
Kind of, yeah.
Gotcha.
But yeah, she's
Hogwarts.
not emo Hogwarts, but yeah, she's a magic caster, and more importantly, she's a necromancer, which means she specializes in the dead.
Okay.
So that's how she's able to see through the corpses,
Makes sense. Okay.
pretty much.
You can continue with what you were doing. I just need to clarify what was going on here.
Okay, yeah, I get you. She says, as I was performing the ritual, my followers and I were set upon by royal knights. They desired to slaughter my followers and ensure that I myself will never be able to ascend into the form I desired. So, she says, along with them were also these strange individuals in black and gray. I did not recognize them, but they were clearly giving orders to these knights. And these individuals are the ones who prevented me from the ritual and sealed away most of my powers, she says. And so I want you all to go out and find information on these individuals, if you could. Though my powers have mostly been sealed, I am still quite a powerful wizard, and I will assist in however I can in other matters. And as for you, young Dragonborn, she pulls off the ring, and she tosses it your way. Take this as a forward payment, but remember that it must be paid through information.
Wait,
All I ask
the ring that I needed, or the
yes,
other ring? Okay.
The ring, yeah, the yellow gem.
Nice. I can add that.
So the witch Eleanor, or the Eleanor, pretty much asks the party to find out more information regarding the Royal Knights and see if you can locate these individuals in gray and black who sealed away her powers. She also says that from those individuals, one was clearly a cleric of some order, and the other was another wizard.
Oh,
He said,
I have a feeling she's going to help us turn into a
yeah. Hey, look,
and so with that,
about liches. If they're evil, they don't have they're like elves, except 10 times worse. Because they don't have a concept of time, so they always play the super, super long game. So if they do anything evil, it's not going to affect us by the time we're dead.
that's the spirit. Hey, if it doesn't affect us, who cares, right?
Look, I'm chaotic neutral or chaotic good. I will do what's good for right now and what I feel is good, and she's family, so I'm gonna help her.
All right. In that case, the Eleanor also gives to Almanar. She hands you a small copper statue of a raven, and she says, if you ever have questions for me, whisper whatever your question is into the bird, and it will find me.
Ooh, cool.
So indicate copper raven in your inventory, and I'll indicate the yellow gem in your inventory.
Do I just put the yellow gem, or do I put the yellow gem ring? For now.
Yeah, yellow gem ring works.
Okay, so ring. Would it be should I put a signet ring and just rename it?
Yeah, that works.
Okay.
Alright, and so Eleanor says, in that case, there's nothing left for me to ask of you. If you have nothing else for me, I will bid you all adieu, and ask that you return to Darkmoore as soon as possible to find out, or to seek out and discover more about the royal guards and the individuals that were with them. And so, and she seems to recall something as she says, I do recall the guards referring, as the guards left me and my followers for dead, the guards were referring to these individuals as hunters.
Mm,
And so,
interesting.
in that case, Eleanor bids you all farewell and turns around to the altar, as she kind of continues to trace along the runes that are inscribed upon it. And so, what will you, the party, do? Starting off with Sakala.
I really have to go to the bathroom.
Well, this is a great place to take a break. So, by the way, everybody, if you ever need to do restroom breaks or get water or anything like that or something else, just say interrupt me or anyone else, and so don't worry about that kind of stuff.
I wanted to wait till it was over.
Okay, in that case, this is a good pausing point in the moment, because I need to go get myself some more water. So we'll resume in a few minutes.
Sounds good.
Gun. Pulled out that pocket. I thought it was a completely different way. Like she's like dad's ex in some way. Paper form. I don't know how long.
We were all very thankful.
Yeah. I'm glad I took that chance though, because now I know it's my grandma.
Yeah. No clue.
So guys, I have the first Infinity Stone.
Either fireworks or something metal, like somebody building something. Or... Yes. El said he would slap me if I wasn't ready, so.
Yeah.
Been up to 30.
I think
So Brady, how have you been?
Good. Working.
Working and trying to make sure your girlfriend's happy.
Yeah, and not die.
How's that going for you?
Good. Well, not dying good because lack of sleep, but you know.
Take what you can get.
Yep.
So, just realized something.
Huh.
My attacks with my longbow
Yeah.
actually supposed to be +8. So it could have hit some of the things yesterday. Also, I have a thing, an ability with my uh, called Dread Ambusher. My first turn, each combat, the first time I go, my walk speed is increased by 10 feet, so I have 40. If I take an attack action, I can take another one that deals an extra D8 damage. But I can do that once per time.
I'm still gonna have higher Q something. I thought I was gonna be able to do it during this thing, but I started studying on it. But shit, I can't think of anything.
I got my straight shit. I thought she was gonna kill us. For some reason, my brain was like, when Thomas said she's my grandma, or my adopted grandma, I was like, that doesn't make any sense. She's human. And he's a half. Oh wait, yeah.
Raise Q.
No, she's a half orc, so he has to have a human brain.
Done
Okay.
that.
To be fair, he only raised me for like 6 years. My character's only like 18, 19. I'm the youngest out of the group. I am the better. But I'm also leader.
Hello, hello.
Hello there.
Yo, I'm back.
Hey, okay. Oh, and so I just realized that Eleanor forgot to tell Almanar about the black box.
Oh, yeah. You
And
just
so
sucked the
she-
soul out of it. Gave it back.
Thanks.
Yeah, that was my bad. I forgot to mention it. And so she told Almanar that the black box is a device known as a soul trap. She can tell that it is a very fine design, and she cannot tell the limit to which this soul trap is, or how many souls the soul trap is designed to hold. That is all she says that is all she can tell you about it, however.
Yeah. Okay, Mom.
And so, well, I guess we pause since we'll be still waiting for Kara to return. In the meantime, how's everybody doing?
I never got to ask you my question.
That's right. Yep. What's up?
So, last week you texted me saying that the Duke of Darkmoore took over. Do we know that?
I mean,
Or not yet?
I suppose your party wouldn't. It just seems that despite losing half of its, pretty much almost all of its noble population and losing the lord in charge of it, the guards and everything else in Darkmoore still seems to be running mostly the same. People seem to be more afraid, you know.
Okay. I'm just making sure, because I know you texted me about that.
Yeah, for all y'all know that the place is still just operating as it usually would.
Okay, cool.
I
That
am
way.
back, by the way.
About time.
But everybody would know that.
Wow. Wow.
Oh
Real
snap.
rude.
We haven't gone on without you. I'm just answering questions.
We totally have Thunder's lying.
Yeah, they're all now 19th level. They did an Elder Dragon.
We killed an elder dragon. We're now fighting it to our ass.
Oh. Okay.
No. But everybody in the party would know that since Darkmoore is a province, each province is ruled over by some sort of noble who was put in charge of that province by the noble and by another noble who would be in charge of the region as a whole. And so the party would be aware that there is a noble who takes care of the Darkmoore province as a whole, and that Lord Filion, that Lord Filion was just a noble in charge of Darkmoore Harbor, the city. So, but that's neither here nor there for now. In the meantime, excuse me, I would like everybody, since you made it through this, you successfully made it through this encounter, I would like to award the party a total of 2,000 gold. Or not gold, sorry. XP.
Okay,
Dang, I was like, we got money for that?
so 2,000 divided by 4, right?
Yes, 2,000 divided by 4, which means everybody gets,
500.
500 XP. So if you'd indicate that on your sheets. So now everybody should have 1,550. Alright. In that case, so what does the party do? Eleanor is currently facing away from the party, but the corpses around y'all are still kind of, their heads are still kind of tracking your movements.
Alright.
What will y'all do?
I kind of call back to Eleanor and say, is there a faster way out of here?
She kind of thumbs behind her and says, "Nope, same way."
Okay. Bye, Grandma. And I just start walking down the path.
Alright. Everybody follow suit.
Yes.
Yes.
Happily, because I have my gem.
That's Call, I imagine, is leading the group as you are most intent on getting out of the creepy dead.
Oh, hell yeah.
And so the party, you all successfully leave the grove and make your way up the same path you came down on. And as you leave the mist, the brightness of the sun is it is still a beautiful sunny day. But now the sun seems to be going towards the western horizon, as it now, from what you all can tell, it's now approaching nighttime. So,
Get off my keyboard.
everybody's
Okay.
favorite cat. So what will the party do? You still have to make
Put you up, son.
your way back to Darkmoore, if that's your intention.
Yes.
Or if you want, to do that, you take the southern road. Or if you don't ever want to return to Darkmoore ever again, for whatever reason, you could always go northward.
I mean, not like we murdered a bunch of people in Darkmoore and left their bodies rotting or started a giant fire.
That was
I mean, yeah, totally.
But Lai does have a moral obligation to help rebuild the town.
Not for his own gain, though.
He
Yeah.
does. No, he definitely does feel bad because he burnt down half the town. However, he's not helping rebuild the burnt down part. He's helping rebuild the poor people because he cares for the poor people.
But definitely not for his own personal gain, because that'll get him more.
Well, no, but
more
he-
clouds.
he doesn't
But-
know this though. Like he doesn't realize
No.
that it's gonna help him.
Your character is chaotic evil. I must remind you. So he's self-serving to the max.
Yes, however, he
Okay,
does.
We'll
No,
figure
but-
that out later. In the meantime, what would y'all like to do? Would y'all like to start making your way back to Darkmoore then, or?
I guess. Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Lord.
Hmm?
Onward to Darkmoore.
There we go.
What is?
In that case, the party, you all retrieve your horses from where you left them. Let's say you all tie them around their harnesses around some trees so they won't run off. And so you begin to make your way southward. And I'd say another 2 hours pass as you make your way down the road, and night is quickly approaching. So as we discussed before, for camping in the future, it's that you have to make an encampment and sleep at that for the night.
Or just
Alright.
do it on-
Or you all could simply keep going in the dark, as Iris is a dark elf, and try to make better time to Darkmoore.
You mean Sakala?
Sakala, sorry. Name's getting mixed up, 1 second. And so, what will the party do?
Almanar, you're the leader.
Let's camp for the night. We still have a day before we have to bring the horses back. Or before we have to bring the carriage back.
We bought the horses.
The horses are yours. That is
We have to
correct.
take the wagon back. We have to take the wagon back, though, so I can get my money back.
True. And so, does everybody else agree with that plan? Unless
Yeah. That's fine.
everybody else would prefer to do something else.
I'm just gonna stick with Almar's plan.
We should ask the magic conch.
You want me to ask my grandma?
No, let's
Can
not.
Can I have something to eat? No.
as the conscious said. Well, in that case, y'all decide to make camp on the side of the road. How will y'all be doing the rounds? This will be an 8-hour period, and then you have 4 people to help guard the night during those hours.
Do you think we should do one person that can see in the dark and one person that can't?
Yeah.
That way we have 2 people that.
That's a pretty good idea, sir.
So each person does 2 outfits.
Oh, we do 2 people for 4 hours.
Okay.
The other 2 for the other 4.
So 2, like 1 that can see, 1 that can't.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess me and you'll take first shift.
Me and you? Okay. Me and Iris are gonna take first shift.
All right, then. Let's see. Okay. Fair enough. All right. So, as Sakala and Lai go to sleep in their bed wraps, I would like, and as night has fully descended now, the Iris and Almanar, you two kind of path into the night, keeping watch. Crickets are chirping. You hear an owl hooting off in the distance. The horses make an occasional snorting sound in their own horsey dreams.
Oh.
And I would like Iris and Almanar to roll perception, please. And Almanar, remember, you do have a +2 instead of the
I have
regular.
And I also, well, it's a 4 because we're in the forest.
Ah, true. All right, so yeah, it's a 4.
Oh shit, those right. Minus. I get a -1. Hey, there, I get a 3.
Total of 20.
All right.
I nighttime, so I can't see shit.
Iris, you're kind of like nodding off. You're like, it's a long day, man. Oh no, I don't see anything. And Almanar, you on the other hand, notice that everything seems to be at peace in the forest. Nothing seems to be amiss, and
God.
for both of you, your watch, the 4 hours that you're watching, passes by quite peacefully. And now, Mhm.
During 4 hours,
yes.
I kind of wanna just make sure Iris is all right. She's had a stressful day,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna also like slap her in the back of the head, and say, "Stop making trouble for everyone."
All right. So Iris, as you're kind of nodding off, Almanar just like slaps you on the back of your head.
Ow! Hurts.
Take 1d 100 blunt force damage. Oh, only 78 damage. So
You're dead. Goodbye.
I'm joking. So cool. You just got slapped on the head by Almanar. He says, "You all right there, champ? How you feeling, sport?"
Got a headache now, thanks to you.
Good.
Wow. With friends like these, who needs enemies?
Me and you need to work on our communication. Whenever I say don't,
That's an
talk,
Owl City
well-
lyric. Don't listen to me.
whenever I say don't,
As you say that, now hoots.
what do? We don't cause trouble. Had
At the
that
same
lady
time.
not been nice, she would have killed all of us.
At the same time, though, Iris is her own woman. So, I mean,
Yeah.
And you did point an arrow at the back of her head.
So, like, you know.
multiple times.
No. Eleanor.
Ah, true. But sorry, as I guess, as Almanar was saying, sorry to interrupt.
You can do whatever you want, just saying. Next time we mouth off to someone who might have magical powers, it might not end well for anybody.
But she says everybody's looking for something. How can you look with no eyes?
With magic.
It's not really looking then, is it?
I mean, if you can still see things.
Sakala getting really Iris getting really deep into the issue. How can you see if you don't have eyes, man? It's blunt. Doesn't make sense.
You can. I look at her, I say, okay. So. Bats use echolocation, right? They can't see shit.
Very cool.
But they still see shit because they use echolocation. Same fucking difference, except with magic.
So if this conversation doesn't have some kind of hidden ulterior
They
point,
have eyeballs in their sides. They can
uh,
see at a certain distance. They can't see at long distances.
as
Also-
Almanar and Iris kind of banter on, Lion, Sakala, you both wake up for your watch.
No!
Oh, what the heck?
Hold on. My cat is
Like
trying
the
to
f-
commit suicide. Give me a sec.
It's so funny to just hear Sakala go, no!
She sounds like she's like trapped in some like void far away.
It's called Earth.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Little cringy.
Okay, guys, I'm back. My cat tried to eat a toothpick. He has a death wish.
Oh my god,
He eats plastic. I don't know.
that's dangerous.
He doesn't chew it. He consumes it.
You got a suicidal cat there.
I
So-
do. He wants to die.
Well, rip in peace your cat, I must say. In the meantime, Sakala and Iris, you two both awake to the witty, to the philosophical conversation that Iris and Almanar are currently having, as it is now Lion Sakala's watch. If Iris or Almanar, if you want to skip discussing your interesting points on sight and its relation to the senses, feel free.
Nah, I'm good. I'm just gonna, like, roll over and
Ugh.
go to sleep.
All right, cool. What about you, Iris? Same thing.
It's kind of like huffing and roll over to my own side.
Flips Almanar the bird as you fall asleep. But now, let's see. 1 second. Got to get back to my little page. And cool. Now.
And Cthulhu shows up.
Lion Sakala, if y'all could both roll perception, please. And so Sakala, you will have a plus. I forgot to do this the first time, not that it mattered. If you will have a +1 bonus to your perception due to the fact that it is night. Or you do have your fire spell, but I'd like both of y'all to roll perception.
So you said it's a +1, right?
Yes.
So it's just 0, because right now my perception's a -1.
What is your wisdom?
My wisdom?
Yeah.
12.
-1.
12.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So, I guess for your perception skill, if you could just change it to a 0 instead of a -1, or actually, don't. Never mind. We'll just keep in mind whenever it's nighttime or it's dark, you will have a +1.
So it'll just become 0.
Pretty much.
So it's whatever I roll.
Pretty much. And so.
So I got a 15.
Okay, and then what about lie?
It's perception, right?
Yes.
15.
I feel
Alright.
like there's irony to his name. Well, I mean, he says he's a good guy. But I feel like he's lying.
Oh,
Because he
snap.
keeps doing bad stuff.
Huh. I am the leader of the Thieves Guild.
I thought I'd put that out there, you know.
I'm the leader of the Thieves Guild. I belong to a church of Tiamat, and I burnt down half the city.
You burned down half the city.
And he's a rogue.
Paralyzed an
named
old man. Just saying, I mean, it's not looking good.
No.
Okay,
Those are all
his
valid points that Kala brings up in the middle of the night while talking with the lie. Man, you're really good, because your name kind of set me off.
Your name
Look.
kind of says it all.
look, his actions aren't like my actions aren't the best, but my moral intentions are adequate.
I know you have good intentions, but your
No,
actions.
I have
are
adequate
the
intentions.
opposite.
Look.
He emphasizes, no, I don't have good intentions.
They're adequate, okay?
I'll
Because-
express them all of them, alright?
Because
Snap.
Because Filion he deserved to die, okay? He deserved to lose everything. However,
I mean,
the poor nobles next to him didn't deserve to lose everything.
But they did, because they lost their homes, their loved ones.
Their lives and...
Yeah, you know. But anyway, so as Iris and Lai, you look out into the night like your other party members have
Sakala is
before.
alive, right?
Oh, yes, I keep getting Iris and Sakala mixed up. Sorry.
Well, one's a midget and one is a dark elf, so.
Fair point. But you're only 5 inches taller than
Hey,
Iris,
hey.
so
That counts.
right.
In the woman world, it counts.
I'll take your word for it.
I'm pretty sure I lied on my driver's license.
Oh, did you hear? I got a 15, by the way.
Yes.
We both got 15.
So both of you, same
I
thing.
swear, if you say spiders come out, I'm gonna hurt you, Connor.
No.
I can't deal with that again.
Giant snakes come out.
Oh!
Wait, really?
Okay.
No.
Oh.
Like my second worst fear.
The nighttime forest is quite peaceful, and your watch passes without any incident. It is now morning.
I can't deal with that again.
The sun rises upon the paranoia-racked Sakala and Lai. And so,
No, Life's just chilling. You know?
alright, and
No. I'm paranoid.
there we go.
Not you. I'm paranoid.
No, he did say
The
the
chilling
color.
Lai. Okay.
Yeah, he's
So-
chilling like a villain.
Everybody wakes up, and so the
Because
party
the irony. He's chilling like a villain, guys.
Hmm.
If that does not say something, I don't know what does.
It does raise questions.
Golly.
So everybody wakes up, and now I guess will you all proceed onward to Darkmoore?
Yes.
All right. So you all hitch up the horse to the wagon again, and you proceed to make your way down the dusty trail that is, it's not really a trail. It's actually quite a large cobblestone road, but you make your way down the road and along towards Darkmoore. And eventually you arrive, you leave the forest, and many hours later, it is now approaching the evening. The sun is striking beautiful hues across the horizon as it sets. You see the walls of Darkmoore ahead of you, farmland to your right, and the farmland to your left, and more forest on your right. And so, as you approach the gates of as you approach the western gate of Darkmoore, you see that there are still guards manning or handling its protection. But you also see, south of the city, a large encampment has been made now. And you can see from the flags being flown above it that it is the flags flying are of the royal crest, or the Royal Knight's crest. So you see a rather large encampment south of the city near its walls.
You said flags, right?
Flags.
Okay. Because my scribe got all funky when you said that. It sounded like you said flies, and I was like, there's a bunch of dead people, guys.
Great, more dead people, more necromancy.
More zombies.
More searching of bodies.
Delightful, my favorite. And so the western gate is in front of you all, and there is there are more royal guards now manning it, but there is still in front of the iron gate itself 2 of Darkmoore's purple and black clothed guards.
Can I? Do I see the guard Phyllis, the one that let us out?
You do recognize Phyllis, who is currently having an animated chat with the other guard. They seem to kind of be whispering to themselves, looking back and forth at the royal guards near them, or royal knights near them. And I described the royal knights last session, but just to do it again, these knights are either in half plate or full plate armor. Their armor is polished to almost a white sheen, and with a gold-esque trim.
Guys, we didn't get anything to put in the wagon.
Oh.
We said we were like traders or something, with like...
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't get anything though.
Yeah, remember we also bribed the hell out of them too.
Well, I know, but it's gonna look a little suspicious that we said we were going up for supplies and we don't bring back anything.
Alright, look, just stop
You
on
said supplies.
Can we stop on the side of the road before we get there? And I'll go search for some herbs.
You could easily just turn away from the gate and then move towards the forest to collect some. But if you were to do that,
I thought I would put that out there. It's gonna look a little funky if we don't have anything. They were already suspicious of us in the first place.
that was a good catch made by Kara, I must say. So if you all want to spend some time kind of foraging the nearby forest for herbs and whatever else you can find, you can do that. But it will take you until deep into the night to do so.
We wouldn't have to worry about this as much if you weren't freaking out as much.
Where you will be searching will be close to the village of the tribe. So
Okay, look, I'm paranoid. I like to prepare for the worst, okay? And I just don't want them to think that we lied. So I'm trying to make it look convincing with the story that we originally told them.
It is a good catch made by Kara. But
Lie,
it's also
lie,
up to the party whether
never.
or not to follow this narrative.
I mean,
if
it's
you wanna
totally
go
okay
get
to you guys if you don't want to do it, but I'm just saying it's gonna look a little funky if we come back empty-handed.
So, what in that case, what will the party do? Forage or just go on ahead and try to bluff your way through the gatehouse?
Let's just forage. I just won't give back a couple gold, so it's fine.
All right. I'll vote with Almanar.
And then for the other two, are you fine with that plan then?
Foraging?
Yes.
Well, that was kind of my plan, but that's fine.
Oh yeah, fair enough. And then what about you, Lai? What would you like to do?
Okay, I have a question. Do we have any like like sacks in the
Yeah, various like bags, told y'all stuff when needed, and various burlap bags are in the wagon.
Well, could I possibly like make it look like the bags are full?
How would you do that? Perhaps you have to fill them with something.
I just fill
Fill it with your bullshit lie.
I could just
Is Lai going to lie?
I could fill it with like grass and rocks and
Y'all could definitely do that.
well, I mean, they can still forage. That way, it's like we still have something tangible, but it just looks like we got more than just herbs, you know? Like, we were gone for 3 days, we got more than just a couple herbs, you know?
We really gone for 3 days?
Yeah.
My gosh.
Time flies when you're dealing with dead bodies, right?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Do you want to do that while the rest of the party forges?
Yes.
Yes, there's
Yes.
no question.
Because
Right.
because I would pick something poisonous and die, because my survival is, like, 1.
What is my survival? Oh, mine's like a -1, so I'm worse than you are.
Oh, well.
Alright, so I rolled
pretty
deception,
much-
right?
Or for now, the party will head off into the nearby forest just at the edge. And so, yeah, Lai will roll deception, whereas Almanar, Iris, and Sakala will be rolling nature. Sakala, you'll get a +1, or you'll get a +1 on nature, as you are more familiar with herbs due to your experience with poisons and potions.
Bet your buttons I am.
Did I roll medicine or survival? 'Cause
It
I
is
have
still a
both.
D20, right?
You can roll survival or nature, sure.
Connor.
Yes, it's still a D20.
Okay.
And then, yeah,
Well then,
I will be
Look
rolling
at me
a
go.
deception. Oh, yeah?
17, buddy.
Well,
Well, bravo.
you said I get to add a +1, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if I add the +1 to my +1 plus my roll, I've got a 20.
Well, dang, you have a 20. Alrighty then. And then what about Almanar and Iris?
I have an 18
Unless-
plus 2, so a 20.
Well, alright then. Iris has a 20 as well. Last but not least, Almanar.
19.
19, alright. You all have, for the 3 of you, for the 3 foraging for herbs, you all actually have a pretty good time, and you managed to fill up 2 bags worth of herbs. So, I'll work on what exact herbs y'all find later, and if Sakala, you can use them for poisons and potion
Yeah, I
making.
was gonna ask if these are edible or not, but
Well,
it's really up to you.
yeah, I'll figure that out later.
I have-
I
And
don't
then
know
I'll
if
give
it's
you a
like
list.
berries and herbs or if it's just herbs.
Okay. And then if Sakala wants to make potions or try to make stuff out of these herbs on her own time, then we can figure that out.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool. And then in that case, and then for Brady, you are you're quite the busy beaver. You fill up another 6 bags worth of just grass and rocks and dirt. So as a total, there are 10 bags in the in the wagon now. And these sacks, I mean, they're like standard potato size, so they're nothing to, or they're a little smaller than potato sacks, but they're a good size. And so indicate that 6 bags of tomfoolery, or 6 bags of rocks and dirt, and then 2 bags of actual herbs. So
I got a bag of dirt.
it is now well into the night now, and I guess you all be returning. What will you all do? You all are actually quite near the tribe's village, as it is not that deep in the forest. But you could eat some. Almanar and Sakala would be aware of its location to where you all are.
Yeah.
Well,
let's just go stay the night there.
well, is it? What about the money back from the carriage?
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright, so the rest of y'all, are y'all fine with spending the night in the Roche Motel at the tribe's village?
Sure.
I
Alright.
do apologize if you heard crunching noise. I was supposed to mute my mic, but that didn't happen. I got it confused. So,
I didn't hear anything.
I didn't hear anything. So.
well, good.
I heard
Okay,
everything.
sorry.
God
I'm
damn it,
sorry.
Sarah.
Well,
Roll
don't
perception
drink this
for
damn so I can
Kira's
drink
crunching.
18.
4.
It is loud and clear.
Gosh, dang.
Wait, hold on. Perception 7.
No, you still
No.
hear nothing. You hear the faint whisper of crunch.
I'm sorry. Like, I've been drinking all day, so I thought I'd eat something to kind of tone it down, and so I keep trying to mute my mic every time I eat, and
No,
I
you're
realized
keep
I was the
drinking.
opposite.
No,
And
I'm
I got
drinking
it.
right now too, so buddy,
You
enjoy.
said you were drinking water, you liar.
I mean, I said I'm drinking. I'm just filling up some water.
No pun intended.
Nah. Anyway,
There's a
so
lot.
the party, you all bring your horses and your wagons to the clearing in which the village is situated with their wooden houses.
Did we go around the guards, or did we just go somewhere else, or what's what's that?
We're back
So
to
you
the
went
village.
deeper into the forest to go to where the tribe is situated at,
Okay.
as they're outside. Oh, there went my mic. As they are outside of the city.
That makes sense.
And so you all are, Skala and Almanar, you are heartily welcome back. The tribe of miscreants is glad to see their
Wait,
member return.
Are there people there? I thought everyone died.
No,
only you died.
nope.
Okay.
The village currently consists of 50 people.
Oh, yeah,
Well, I
you
know,
were
but
there.
like when we got there, it was like empty. Like there was
So
no one there.
during the shopping session, which the 3 of them had, and you had the next day, Almanar and his wolf were searched for other people or other members of the village.
And they rebuilt the village.
So I missed that part. Okay.
Yeah, my
Never
bad.
mind.
If you
We're good.
if you'd watched the videos,
My,
I'm sorry, okay? I shouldn't have to.
my bad. I forgot to fill you in on that. But so y'all are heartily welcomed back, and some of the village hunters had just come back with a meal, and so y'all are enjoy a rather sudden feast. And Iris and Lai, you are welcomed as friends. And so the night passes, and you all eat heartily.
Hooray! Do I have like a side place where these two can spend the night, or do they? How big is my house?
I'll bunk with Dominar.
We have houses?
They build like little wooden houses and
I
whatnot.
thought they were like huts and stuff.
They're
They
big
used to be.
huts. We
They
call
were.
them houses to make them feel better.
Yeah,
Okay. But they are like huts.
basically. Yeah.
They're like tents and stuff. Okay.
No.
Some are
the-
tents, some are huts.
I'm just trying to paint a picture for the people.
Oh,
who
no,
are
I get
listening.
you. Yes. So it's a circular clearing in which the tribe has created, and there are a number of small wooden huts with thatched roofs. Other members of the tribe live in tents. All are quite happy, and all are seem to be quite enjoying their new life again in the new tribe village. And so,
Can I ask people about my parents? Totally, I know that's on the side, but can I like ask around about my parents and
Oh,
see if
totally.
anyone's seen anything? Okay.
yeah, and so as you ask around, nobody reports back that of any drows visiting the village. But some of the individuals who do go into the city did mention they've seen some drows in the dock district. So,
So like what the other beggars said. Gotcha.
kind of, yeah. That's something to indicate on your personal notes for future.
Yeah. Go ahead and write that down.
All right.
So you said
And-
they saw them in the what district?
The dock district.
Dock district. Alright.
And so the party, you all spend quite a hearty night around a large roaring campfire, enjoying roasted meats and vegetables of all sorts.
S'mores!
Ooh, that's making me hungry now. Damn. And so I might actually make myself some roasted vegetables after this. But in the meantime, you enjoy quite a hearty night. People are singing songs. Some of the tribe members have makeshift instruments as they play along to the feast. And it's quite a hearty, happy time. You all feel quite accomplished in successfully going out and returning to Darkmoore.
Did they specify how many drows they saw, or they just saw some drows?
At least
They didn't specify. They weren't sure exactly. They just remember seeing some.
Okay. I'm just making sure I write this down.
I get you. Yeah, that's good. That's good taking on your part. And now you all go to bed, bellies full and quite content in the
Lovely.
in the bits in the albeit rustic yet homey hut. So the party, you all wake up next morning. It is bright and early, birds chirping, songbirds singing, and it's a beautiful day. What will y'all do?
beautiful day.
I think we should try to get back into the city.
Yeah.
Okay. If that's what the party would like to do, then in that case, everybody, you put your bags, be it authentic or not, into the wagon. And so you all hitch up the horse to the wagon, and you make your way towards the western gate of Darkmoore Harbor. The villagers the tribe villagers all waving to you goodbye and wishing you the best of health. And so they seem quite happy they seem a bit sad of seeing you all go, but they trust that you all will return. And so you make your way to the western gate, and now it is morning, and there are still royal guards out, and there are two, as before, there are two Darkmoore harbor guards standing in front of the gate. You do not recognize either. Phyllis seems to not be around.
Oh boy.
Oh my.
The homie's gone. We should have went last
well,
night.
you know, he can't work every hour. But what will the party do?
Let's just proceed.
Alright, so you make your way towards the front gate, and one of the Darkmoore Harbor guards says, a human dressed in purple and black garb approaches, thumping down his spear into the ground, and says, "Halt! Who are you, and what is your business in Darkmoore Harbor?"
We're just some traders, crafters, trying to get through.
Traders and crafters, he says. And what is the name of your guild?
Oh,
Or your association, if you specify. It includes.
we're the Thornbush Trading Company.
Okay. Roll deception. Almanar.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. This man would buy. He would sell his own child to me. Total of 20.
He seems snob. Haven't heard of you before, but new business is always good business. He turns to the other Darkmoore Harbor guard and says, "Hey, Fred, you heard of these folk? The Thornbush Trading Co. Apparently they handle with what?" The guard turns again. "What is exactly that you all do?"
We're herbalists and alchemists by trade.
Oh, herbalists and alchemists. The herbalists and alchemists, he shouts back to Fred. "You know them, right?" And so Fred says, "I haven't heard of them, but if they're secure, I mean, we'll have to check their bags first. We can't just let anyone in the city at this current time after they attack on the high waters. So we'll have to look through. Show us your wares first," Fred says as he approaches. "And, well, prove to us that you are who you say you are. Sorry about the whole hassle, but it's orders from above." He shrugs.
No, that's fine.
So Connor, I definitely messaged you on Messenger. I don't know if you got it or not, but I thought I'd throw that out there.
I just got it right now. So.
Wow, my phone is slow.
Well, hey.
I was eating, so I muted my mic, and I thought I'd message you instead.
You know, that's a good idea. You definitely would want to invest in that.
Yeah, I didn't know if I needed to buy one or if I could just say I had one, so I wanted to clarify that.
Yeah, you'll have to buy one. Your lustrous black skin is currently getting a bit red for your tastes.
Oh no.
Yep, you're getting roll 1d6 for sunburn damage. No.
D6? Oh, I was like, I got a 4.
4 plus 10. Okay, 14 damage. No, I'm joking. Anyway, and so, well, Fred, he kind of shoulders the crossbow he was holding, and he says, "Well, he indicates to one of y'all, or to any of y'all, well, bring forward some of your wares. We have to inspect it, of course. No insult to your association, of course."
Okay. I'll hop down and grab one of the bags that's filled with herbs.
Okay. He opens it himself and looks through it, kind of smelling it as he goes along. Some good wares you got here, huh?
I watch out, you won't be as high as the sun in the sky now.
Oh my goodness.
And then Iris was arrested.
Says, "Well, that's some pretty good." Kind of wipes his nose as he kind of lifts lifts on back. "Some pretty good stuff you got there, man." And he hands you back the bag as he walks around to your wagon. "I have to check it all myself, though." So he reaches towards one of the bags, which is filled with rocks and grass.
Oh no.
What will the party do as he reaches towards it? If y'all want to do anything.
Oh crap! What the hell do you even do in this situation?
I don't.
Hold on. Think of a really dumb reason why we need rocks and grass.
I've already got it, but I'm waiting for him to open it.
Alright, so if no one wants to stop him, he grabs the bag, opens it, and says, "Wait a minute. What's with all this grass in here?"
I knew it!
Books.
So
Looks up at the rest of y'all.
Lai
These
looks at him.
herbs.
Lai looks at him and goes, "No, but I do break the rocks open to see if there's any minerals inside that can be extracted for sale."
He kind of like squints at you. Really? As he kind of looks
That's a
under
really
your face.
far-fetched reason.
Ain't that something, huh? And I'd like you to roll deception, please.
I had like a totally different idea with that, but I guess that'll work. Yeah.
If you want to, after Vi does this roll, if you want to do something, sure.
24.
He kind of looks at you and blinks. "I guess that makes sense. I mean, I don't know much about rocks and whatnot." He kind of blinks. He says, "Wait a minute. Don't I know you from somewhere?
Oh no. Here we go.
Oh, Jesus, is this one of the guys we fucked up?
I knew it! No, it's because he was one of the guards for Lord Fillion. He knows. He knows frickin' Brady.
I mean, not only
Alright,
the fact
whatever
that
his name
Brady's like rough visage has been on wanted posters for the past month or two, but you know.
No, I don't think I've ever seen you before.
It
Oh.
was started by her.
Here we go.
All right,
To be
roll
fair-
Deception again, unless anybody else wants to do anything before he rolls.
I mean, I was thinking of like the grass as like a fire starter, and the rocks are supposed to keep the fire.
But we're past that
contained,
already.
making stuff with herbs.
But we're,
But no, I was just saying like that was my backup plan
Oh.
in case your deception didn't work very well.
No, that's a good backup plan. Good idea on that. But
I mean,
he succeeded in his role,
Yeah.
and so
so now I'm
Brady.
trying to think of what to do because
Oh,
this man
is-
kind of recognizes you.
as y'all think about that, Brady, what did Lai get for his deception roll?
11.
All right then.
Holy
So
cow.
his guard nods to himself as he kind of grips, as he pulls out his crossbow.
Oh
Is
no!
this- I think I do recognize you.
No!
Give me one
I-
read.
Is
He
this?
kind of leans close to you. And what's up, Mel?
Can I try to assist with this?
How do you want to do that?
He's part of our traveling troupe.
Shit.
Well, the guard just says, "You're that dragonborn that's in the wanted posters, ain't you?"
Can I call him out for being racist?
What? Just because I'm a dragonborn, I'm the one in the posters? What are you, some sort of racist?
If one of the party members wants to try that with
I'll
roll
just
for
try.
intimidation, or what's that one?
I'll just try to tell them that there's a lot of Dragonborn, and they kinda don't really have very many variations.
What?
Same
So you're saying we all look alike?
Yeah, I'm just gonna say kind of all look the same. They're all the same. Most of them are the.
Wow. Oliver's
the-
in
the
his
I'm
four
the
colors.
racist
Come
one
on,
for saying he was
One
gonna eat the
dragonborn
sheep.
is another.
Okay.
Let's be real.
Look,
All right.
all of them on the same size. They're
Well,
all
Lai,
generally
well-
the same color.
wow. Well, Lai rolls 1d6 like psychic damage. Almanar, roll persuasion, please.
Okay. Where'd that go? Is that my die?
That's mine, so if you want to use it.
Where the fuck did it go? Oh, there it is. Aha! Shit. Come here.
That little shit, you can't read it.
It's all the way back over on the other side of the universe.
I guess
Persuasion?
roll- Yeah.
14.
Hmm?
14.
Kind of, as the guard looks away from Lai and looks towards Almanar. That's a bit racist of you to say, honestly. You know,
I mean,
You're the
yeah.
my best friend's a dragonborn. I'd take offense to that.
Oh, well, too
I
bad.
That
knew
was
it.
I mean, you're the one that was implying that this guy looks exactly like the person on the thing. He hasn't been here in weeks.
He gives you a flat look. Listen, buddy, I'm the guardian. Let me do my job, all right.
Yeah.
As he says,
I'm doing a very good job at it.
as he
Wait, so, okay, hold on. So as he's looking away, can I disguise Brady to kind of change like a feature or two?
No,
of
but it
my
can, no,
disguise
I
kit? Or can I only use it on myself?
no, because
It can
disguise
be on anyone.
disguise kits take too much time.
it would take a while, unless you want to like try like splashing paint on him or something, or like makeup on him or something.
But
But you'll have to roll sleight of hand to do that.
Which one would that be? Oh, that's D20, yeah?
Yep.
And
The-
my sleight of hand is +6, so...
Oh, snap.
So, over 20, I can tell you that much. It's definitely
So-
definitely a 25, so...
As the guard addresses Almanar, you quickly kind of like lift your your makeup kit and just kind of like splash lie. You just get a face full of makeup and stuff. As now is a lovely, pretty color of pink. or his face is a lovely, pretty color of pink now.
Oh boy, it's gonna take forever to wash off.
Oh, it.
Would
it's
you
stained.
rather be captured or painted on? Pick one.
That street cred, yo.
Yeah, okay.
Loudly forever known as the Pink Dragonborn.
Strike.
The guard, he finishes addressing Almar and he looks back. He kind of like, oh, he kind of like grunts to himself in surprise. Ooh, well, he kind of like looks back and forth to the other guard and to Lai. Swore. He kind of mutters to himself. All right. He sighs. My mistake. I'll apologize. My bad then for assuming. He says to Lai. In that case, you all are free to enter after paying the gate toll, which is a total of 20 gold. He says per person. He also the other guard adds per person.
Okay.
So what, we're looking at 80.
And you notice that they try to like keep it like in like vocal range of y'all, but not the other guards or not the royal guards. So
Time.
per person.
Do it.
So Almanar just gave Iris full range to threaten them.
You say that again, sorry?
Almanar just gave Iris full range to threaten them.
Oh boy.
The other guys
All
were
right.
just bribing us for like fucking 5 gold. These guys are
I
trying to
just
squeeze
tried really hard to decorate this Dragonborn, okay? Do not screw this up for us.
All right. What does Iris do?
So I'm sitting up on a horse, correct?
Gosh
Yes.
dang it.
How tall are these guards compared to me?
Get off my keyboard.
They're like a few feet below you.
Below
Like,
me?
maybe
Yeah.
2, 3.
So they're like 4 foot, 3 foot tall.
I don't know how fucking tall your horse is.
Like, if
They're
I'm- no, if I'm-
They're like a head below you. How about that?
No, I meant like if I'm standing on the ground, how tall are they to me?
Oh, they're like a foot taller than you easily.
Okay, Iris is gonna hop off of the horse, draw her katana,
Why
Uh-huh.
are you still
Walk
against
up
paying
to-
20 coins?
walk up to the guard, and point the tip of it underneath
Oh
his
my
chin,
gosh.
right at his neck, and be
Oh,
like,
do you?
Can I just
I
like pay the
was
20 coins and walk past all this?
Maybe like fucking saying we're gonna report you to your fucking
"No, you said
superiors, but
threaten me. You said threaten me."
that is threatening.
Yeah.
What? Wait. Hey, what is Iris going to say, Ryan?
Oh my god.
Can
If
I
you
like,
ever-
pay the 20 coins and just walk away?
Allow Iris to work her magic first, please.
God.
Iris, what are you saying?
He finds it too entertaining. Screw you guys.
God damn it.
Everybody should have their own turn to do what they want, regardless, like, of other stuff. It's at the end of the day,
He's gonna
each
screw us
character-
over.
each character is everybody's own decision maker.
Look,
Oh.
Kara, some of us can't afford the 20 gold because
I can
he
pay
because he
you
paid
guys.
he
If
paid
we
for
avoid
everyone to
all
get through the
this mess.
first time.
If I can avoid all this mess by paying for you guys, will you not do this?
Oh, Iris is already threatening them, and so
Gosh dang it, Iris. This is why I don't like you.
let Ryan speak. Come on.
Where the hell's my gold at anyway? I don't even know where it is anymore.
It's
They changed it
You
up. on
play.
it's under equipment.
You have 32 gold, I think. Something like that.
Just continue with the threatening.
Okay.
You've already said it.
I have the katana just drawn. I'm like, oh yeah. I just say underneath a low breath, if you ever want to be able to extort any other gold for the rest of your life, you're going to let us through.
Correct.
Otherwise, I'm going to switch your vocal cord with your friends over there.
Wow.
Roll intimidation.
Okay. Roll roll intimidation, please.
13 plus 5, 18.
As you raise your katana under the chin of the other of Fred, the guard, the other guard immediately knocks your blade away with his spear, and he levels it at you and says, "You ever want to see the light of day again? I suggest you don't do that." And then he says, "All right, we were going easy. 30 gold for 40 gold for each one of you."
You see what you did? You
Epic
screwed
like-
us over even more.
I don't care. I'm gonna just shrug and give them the 40 gold for me. He's like, can I just fucking go turn this carriage in? It's a day late. I don't want to be here
Hey.
anymore.
Almanar, can you hook a brother up?
I pay for me and for lie.
Oh, thank goodness.
All right. So indicate you now have 90 gold. You're 90 gold less.
Wait,
This is gonna be funny.
90? I thought you said it was only
Or,
40.
no, 80. 80. My bad.
Whew.
And so the guards move aside to allow, or the guards, before they move aside, they turn to look at Iris and Almanar. And what about your lovely selves?
Iris has her arms crossed with her eyebrow twitching.
You mean Sakala, right?
No, Iris. Sakala. Oh, yeah, my bad. Sakala.
And Iris.
Because
No,
Lie
screw
and.
that. I wanted to just pay the 20 coins and just leave.
So
but
now-
no, someone had to start mess. Now I gotta pay 40 because he couldn't keep his mouth shut.
Says I'll give you 15 when I get through.
Says the one with no money.
I have 32 gold.
Yeah, you don't even have enough to get through.
You know why he bumped it up to 40, right?
Because
Because
freaking Iris started talking back.
no, because Ryan told him exactly how much gold he had.
Oh.
No, I actually didn't intend it that way. But, I completely didn't think of that.
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
You
so.
guys can all go through. I don't care.
It's only going to be 8 gold if you want to supply Iris with the needed, but that is
Yeah,
up to
I
you.
know. I know.
You guys
I'll
go ahead.
go ahead and pay for Iris.
No.
She
no.
will agree.
Hey,
She's
no.
Iris is making a point.
What, to make the point that you're not going to be led into the city a psychopath? Is that the point?
Let the woman make her point, okay?
Right. So,
No, I'm all game. You want to let her make her point?
I
Let her
lo-
make her point in his face and watch her get
Walking
decapitated.
through the
Please just tell the guard like you guys made a mistake.
as I'm walking through the gate, I kind of look back at Iris. I say, "Do you want me to pay for you? If not, go to the place we usually go.
Okay.
I'll see you tomorrow."
Hey.
what is that supposed to mean?
I don't know.
The
I
fucking
think we're all pretty
ill-
clueless.
The village where we
Ah.
were.
Okay, so I guess, Iris, you don't want to go into the Darkmoore then?
I will pay for you.
I really want to break this guy's leg for knocking my weapon to the ground.
I'm telling you, he's gonna get himself killed. She's gonna get himself killed. It's whatever.
So-
So is
He's going to get himself.
Yes,
Killed me.
I'm so
the
confused
leg
about
off
her
the-
gender.
I
She's
know.
gonna get himself killed.
hey is Lie inside
But-
the gate?
So, you two are the gate itself has not been opened yet.
Okay.
Sakala, are you just going to pay your 40 then?
Yeah, that leaves me with 420.
Hey, blaze it.
Alright. Fucking Brady. Jesus.
I'm never spending any money ever again.
Wow. You're stuck there.
Charisma for everything.
Hey, baby. You could give me that weapon, but I mean, 420, am I right? Alright, anyway. Aside from the dankest currency ever. So the 3 have now paid, or been paid for essentially, and what does Iris do, Ryan?
I'm gonna stare down contest with this guard. I'm really annoyed that he knocked my weapon down to the ground. That's an old weapon that I got from an awesome old guy who taught me how to use it.
He just kind of blinks at you and says, "You gonna pay or you gonna stay outside? If you're gonna stay outside, get away from the gate."
I come back and I pay his toll.
No, I ain't.
And then I drag him back into the goddamn area.
Like, I'm not good with my weapon.
Not doing with this.
Okay, so the guard takes your 40 coin, and Iris, are you gonna let yourself be drugged, or what are you gonna do?
Get your weapon. Come on, pick up my weapon. And as I walk back, can I just dead knee him, please?
You want to try to dead knee the guard, who's also surrounded by royal guards, or who is, while you're nearby, royal guards.
Like the
In
royal
front of
military.
The gatehouse, which probably has more guards inside of it.
Hey,
Okay, fine. Almanar drags me away kicking.
I mean, no.
As he's dragging me away, I'm like kicking and flailing.
if you kick the guard, Lai's walking away.
If you want to make your point, I mean, I'm not gonna. You have to roll strength to get out of Lai's like grass, or not Lai's. Sorry, Almanar's. But it's up to you, man. I'm just giving you context to where you are.
I just lost both my d20s. Hold on.
Oh, nice.
So
That's not foreboding.
because I lost both my d20s, Almanar gets to drag me inside the gate.
Okay. So as you all approach the gate,
Thank God.
Fred the guard whistles
Here?
loudly, and the gate is slowly raised for you, clanking as its rusty chains and whatever mechanism inside the gatehouse allows it to go upwards. And you all are free to enter Darkmoore Harbor. And so, as you all make your way inside, it is now 10 o'clock. That was interesting. Do y'all want to go till 10:30, or y'all still good with 11?
I'm good with 11.
All right.
All the way back there.
11's fine.
Okay. I'm gonna pause real quick, grab myself some water this time, and so I'll be back momentarily.
I got my d20.
I need liquor.
That almost drove Lai to drinking. I think I'm all alone. Hello?
Yep.
Oh, okay. But I'm serious. If he had tried to kick that guard, I was gonna walk away.
You want?
Oh, okay.
Know what I mean?
I mean, if he had hit the guard, I would have walked away too.
I would have just left Iris there.
He wants to run with both the dude's legs.
So Lai will pay you back, by the way, as soon as he gets the gold.
Okay.
Let me make a note of it so I don't forget. Put it in bold. O's. Almy. 40. GP. Boom.
I felt like doing that, wasn't it?
I'm actually gonna write that.
So I like how I rolled high on everyone except for the one where he was trying to, like, arrest me.
Arrest you? Can do.
What? I said I like
No, I
how
heard what you said, man. I can make it happen.
I know.
No, don't arrest Lay. Don't arrest Lay.
Okay, if you're sure. I mean,
Arrest Iris for threatening a guard.
oh.
I mean, if anyone needs to go to jail, it's her. Think of all the street cred she would get in the prison.
Oh yeah, because that's a thing in medieval society.
Yeah, street cred. You know,
Ye old street cred, definitely.
you find the biggest person in the jail, and you shank them.
Oh yeah, that's a good way to win friends.
Yeah, because then it shows like, hey, I can beat the biggest guy. I can beat all the puny ones too. You know. Then no one messes with you. See.
Of course. Well, is everybody here now, or?
I think.
I'm definitely here.
I think. Is Ryan back?
I'm right here.
Okay.
I got me more liqueur. So I am A-okay.
I got a Gatorade.
I got water. I
What
don't know
is
about the
water?
rest of y'all.
I'm Mel.
I'm sorry, I don't see every day as an opportunity to drink. Question mark.
I'm an alcoholic. Don't judge me.
Okay, cool. Definitely not gonna judge you.
Don't do it. I already judged myself for you.
Iris has sent a photo to the Danger and Darkmoore chat. The amount of shit Iris starts is too damn high. Nobody. You know, you sure are right.
I thought after that little thing, I had to make it. There's no way around it anymore.
You are lucky for the rest of them. That you're lucky that oh well, you know, who knows? You could have been super successful with dead kneeing a guard in front of a gatehouse, which is the entrance to the city you're trying to get to.
Where your team is literally walking away from you.
But anyway, is Mel back or?
Mel's here. I never left.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. I just hadn't heard you say anything, so.
I'm very quiet.
Makes sense for your stealth rolls then.
Oh,
But in any case, all right, you all have now entered the city. You're along the main road you're along the main road that leads towards the clock tower square. That leads toward, and that'll on your right are the slums. On your left are the middle class area, and then before you can see the shops and whatnot, and you can see the shops of the you can see the shops of the merchant district. And so, what will you all do?
I need to go
You
to the
do
temple.
remember? Oh, okay. So Lai will make his way to the temple. Also on the left is the Lucky Horseshoe, by the way.
I need to drop this charity.
Okay. All right, and then for the other two, Iris and Sakala, what will y'all be up to?
I'm going to go to, I guess, the Thieves Guild.
You're just gonna head to the Thieves Guild then?
Yeah, for now.
Okay. Cool. And then last but not least, Sakala, what will you do?
are we all just kind of doing our own thing, or are we doing like?
It's just like downtime, I guess.
It'll be just for now. Then I guess y'all can meet up at the Unlucky Mare after you finish what business you have at the moment. Also, I'm currently posting the map of the city to the group chat, just for y'all to use. It's the rudimentary one I made before, so. But anyway, so Sakala, in that case, what will you do? You did mention you want to buy a cloak of some kind for her, or
Yeah, just a regular cloak just for sun protection.
okay. In which case, you make your way to the fine clothery. And so we will go first with Almanar. You make your way to the Lucky Horseshoe Stable, and Joe Johnson, the Wood Elf, is there to greet you by saying, "Well, hey there! Good to see you're able to bring our wagon back."
Yeah, sorry. Kinda got caught up with some things.
It's
Family
understandable. The roads are dangerous to travel. Oh, sorry. What were you gonna say?
I said family business and all.
Ah, he nods. I understand. I understand all too well. But in the meantime, good to see that the horses are still all well and dandy. If you would like,
Yeah.
myself and John, we could take care of them for you, so that whenever you head out to the city, you can take them with you.
Cool, thanks.
Sure, happy to. It'll just be a cost of only 5 gold per week, but nothing much.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Alright, he nods. He gives you back 20 gold for your deposit. Have to give you less than you gave due to the fact it's a day late. But I
Right.
hope to see you do business with us again,
Are we
as
really?
he takes care of the horses, or he takes the horses from you. And so, is there anything else Olimar would like to do before he heads back to the unlucky mare?
Not really. No, not really. Just maybe go by the forge in the middle of town
Mm-hmm.
and stop by the weapons forge.
Okay, before you do that, can you tell me your why you'd want to stop by there?
Uh,
Oh.
See if they would be able to make a glaive,
Okay then.
or how long it would take for them to make one.
All right, sounds good. Then in the meantime, as you go off to the forge, next we'll go with Sakala. And so, you make your way to the clothes shop, and Madame Toussaint is there to greet you by saying, "Oh, hello, dearie. How can I help you? Nice, good to see you back again. Is there anything that moi can make?"
Oh, yeah. Well, I need a cloak for sunlight issues.
I've heard that you drow are, well, sensitive. To the light, at least. And so, for a fine cloak, I can make it out of, silk, wool, flax, and if you're just looking for basic material, I can make it with jute as well. And so you would know that these different materials cost different prices.
Yeah,
Well-
I was gonna say, like, the cheapest thing that works effectively.
The cheapest thing? Okay. It is a
That
bit...
works effectively. There's a difference. There's cheap, and then there's cheap that works effectively.
She, at your correction, she says, "Oh, okay then. Then I'll go with wool." And so, for a woolen cloak, do you have a color of it that you would prefer, or not that color would change the price, but just for flavor sense?
So color does not change the price.
No.
Okay.
I love
What
your
colors
rainbow.
are available here?
I'm pretty much just asking color so we can indicate it on your inventory.
Oh, I know. I meant, like, does he only have specific colors, or is it just...
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, she only offers like black, gray, white, blue, red, green, and brown. She doesn't offer anything like purple or some such, or yellow.
Purple is for rich people. We all know
Yeah, exactly.
I guess I will go with black.
All right.
Hey, we're the
So
Black
for
Gang.
a black woolen cloak, that will cost you a total of. Okay, that'll cost you a total of 30 gold.
30 gold.
Yep.
Man, it's gonna mess up my 420 thing. No, I'm kidding.
Alas. Alas, 420, I knew thee well. Alright, so indicate on
Mine's
your.
30.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
You said 30, right?
Yes, 30.
So I'd be at
390.
390.
Alright, minus 30 equals 390. There we go, okay. In that case,
No!
rip in peace.
My precious 420.
Okay. Any case? And so she tells you that that will be ready in about, since it's nothing special, it'll be ready in about 2 weeks. So, is there anything else that Sakala would like to do before heading back to the Unlucky Mare? Or...
No, I think that was it. That was all. Oh, wait, no.
Hmm?
No. I'm gonna go and, well, the group's not really doing much, are they?
Not for now. Let's see. It is starting to approach the late afternoon now, and so it is getting towards night. What would you like to do?
Well, I was thinking about going to the dock district, but...
Yeah, you can see at night. Don't worry about it.
Well, no, but I didn't know if the group had anything planned. If you guys had something planned, I was gonna hold off on that. It's not super important.
Okay, I mean, that can always be addressed on the next day, if that's what you prefer. So
That's fine. Yeah, I didn't want to take away from what everyone else is doing. So, and plus that's kind of like a small thing that leads into a big thing. So
I see.
I'll hold off. So.
Yeah, Sakala she wants to be able to invest time into that endeavor. Okay. So as Sakala begins to make her way towards the Unlucky Mare, we shall now go to Iris. So you were already planning on going to the Unlucky Mare anyway, unless you had a different thing in mind.
No, just want to stick with the going to Lucky Mare.
All right, so you enter the Unlucky Mare, and you see a few different poor folk in there. None of the regulars, from what you can tell, but they all seem to just be kind of drinking and enjoying whatever sort of murky ale that is to offer. You do, and so, what would you like to do?
So there's none of the usual locals that are in there, you said?
I'd say roll perception in them.
I got a 2 with my -1, so not 1.
I mean, you look about, and you just kind of, it's like, you don't really see anything special. You know, nothing really kind of leap out to you as individuals belonging to the guild itself. They just seem like the regular, poor, kind of dirty on the face and in their clothes. They just seem kind of like the regular folk that would be in the slums. Nothing really special leaps out at you.
I'm just gonna shrug it off and
What's up?
I said I'm just gonna shrug it off and go to my room and pop off the bed.
Alright, so you make your way, as you walk by the half-orc behind the bar, just kind of cleaning a mug and looking about. And so you make your way up the stairs, and then you kind of arrive into one of the rooms that is above, and you just kind of plop into a bed to rest.
Yep.
Alright. As you arrive towards the stairs, though, the half-orc says, "Wait, would you like a drink before bed first, though? Always good to top off or sleep." see
Give
Eric.
me a strong one.
I can attest to that. It does work.
Give me the strong one. I'm gonna be out.
Give
Strong
him that,
one it is, ma'am.
that green one that we had talked about the other session.
Ah, the green one. And so,
I can't think of what you had called it. It was from England, right?
absinthe. Yes.
There you go. Yeah. Give him some absinthe.
Well, it's not necessarily absinthe, but the bartender does pull out from beneath the bar a leather bound flask, and he kind of pushes it across the bar to you and says, "Something different from last time,
Are
but
we
I
all
think you'll
fine
enjoy
with
it."
Or is this just Iris?
This is just Irish right now.
Oh, okay.
And so he says, "Go on and take a seat and enjoy yourself. If it knocks you off your feet, will that be up?" He chuckles.
Alright,
So,
I'm gonna knock it back.
all right. You knock it back in the drink, and now roll Constitution, please.
Constitution. Where you at? There you are. Nat 20.
Well, you knock it back, and the drink nearly knocks you back. You stumble backwards a few steps into a table that is currently occupied by a few of the by other drinkers. They all kind of shout and laugh as you kind of stumble yourself upright.
So I have a question
I
that's
just gotta turn to him and flirt.
It's about the game.
Go back to you right in a moment, Ryan. What was that?
I turn to the other people and I kind of slur my speech. Like, you can handle it.
They grin and laugh. Are you sure you can? We know what we can handle. And one of them, a human with a kind of just dirt smeared face. But can you handle mine as well? And he kind of shoves his drink towards you, chuckling at your antics. Bet you can't, he says. So, as Ryan considers what to do, what was that, Carrot?
So, when it comes to rolling, because I've had people tell me two different things. Is it when you roll higher, it doesn't affect you, or when you roll lower, it affects you? Like, when it comes to drinking and rolling the die, is it a higher number makes you drunk, or a lower number makes you drunk?
A lower number. And pretty much for the D20, when you roll it, you are trying to succeed. You're trying to beat what is called a success check.
Because I thought he rolled an 18, which would have meant he's not drunk.
Yeah, I rolled a nat.
Well, depending on the drink, certain
Yeah.
drinks have a higher success check than others.
Oh, okay, because I wasn't quite sure. That's why I wanted to double check on that.
I get you.
So a higher number makes you drunk?
No.
No, higher number pretty much prevents you from getting drunk. Lower, if you roll low, you get more drunk.
So you want to fail when it comes to drinking?
Depends on if you want to get drunk or not, really.
I know, but if I'm an alcoholic, I want to drink more than just one.
Then
You know
yeah, fair.
So
And
lower
then,
numbers are good when it comes to drinking.
For you, then yes. And then for Ryan, what would you like to do? As the
Drink. What do I notice what kind of drink it is? Normal one or something?
it's a common ale, nothing fancy, nothing.
Take on that challenge.
All right, it's still rather quite full, and so you knock it back. Roll Constitution, sir.
Nat 20 again? Are you serious?
All right, you knock it back with ease, and the bar kind of erupts in cheers. It's like, yeah, drink, 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 drink. And so people keep like passing your drinks and like cheering you on
Oh my gosh.
as you literally become the life of the party. In the meantime, as Iris just imbues herself with all sorts of various
Oh god.
alcoholic drinks, we now return to Lai. So, Lai, as you make your way through the city, you do see more royal guards kind of patrolling the streets than before. They are quite distinctive in their white and stereotypically shining armor. And so but you make your way to the you make your way to the docks and then to the church, or then to the temple district, where you see a rather large number of them, a rather large number of these guards all sort of patrolling around, and a larger number seem to kind of be stationed in front of the Church of Tiamat. What will you do?
I'm gonna walk up.
And what's
Uh.
good is I'll run.
And your hood is up, or your hood?
Yeah,
you have your
my hood
on.
is up. Yeah, my hood is up.
All right, and you walk up to the church. The guards, they take notice of you and they watch you, but they don't impede your movement
Okay,
or
so
try to stop you doing anything.
I'm gonna walk down into the church.
All right. You make your way down into the church, and as you enter the large main room, it is quite empty, but you do see a priest in black robes before the altar. They seem to not be moving. They seem to be more in a meditative kind of stance as you hear mumbling coming from the figure.
I guess I'll approach and ask if Brother Vincent's around.
Let's see. Turning the murmuring stops and the figure turns, putting down their hood. It is the red dragonborn woman from before, and she says, "Ah, you have returned. It is good to see you. I will bring. Unfortunately, Brother Vincent is currently indisposed at the moment, with his duties. But is there anything that I can help you with?"
So I pull out the yellow gem ring and be like, I believe that I have found one of the gems of Tiamat.
The priestess widens her eyes in awe as she exclaims, "Amazing! I never truly believed they existed, but here it is now." And so she holds out her hand and asks, "Please, may I hold it so I can examine it?"
I'll go and hand her the ring.
Alright, she looks at it with awe and wonder, and she is holding a holy relic of Tiamat. And so she says, "It's a shame that this was clasped onto this pathetic copper ring. But this will be good. This will be useful this will be useful in yours and ours quest to do honor and pay homage to our goddess. Give me time to remove the gem from its ring, and come back in tomorrow, and I will be able to attach this to its rightful place in your dagger." She nods to you.
Okay.
So she says, but she slips it into her robe and says, "Be careful of those royal guards. They were snooping around earlier. Not in here, they didn't enter. But they've been in the temple district for the past few days now."
I thank her. Go ahead.
That was all.
Okay, so I thank her for the information and I leave the temple.
Okay, and what will you do now?
I do have a question outside the game.
Okay.
Does a fence work the same as a shopkeeper?
No, they only ensure that the goods are sold to people willing to buy it. That is their one thing. They're not sure. You can't buy things from them.
No, that's not what I mean. I just mean like, if I want to sell something, I can sell it to them.
Yeah, you definitely could.
Okay.
They that's their whole thing.
Oh, I just didn't know if it could only be stolen or if it needed to be.
I get you. No,
Yeah.
if you want to, you can meet up with a fence at the tavern during like the day, which is when they're usually there.
Okay. So will there be one when I get there?
You'd have to arrive, or Lai would have to arrive and see.
Okay, so I'm gonna head back to the
Does
unlock
Lai
the
still have the makeup on?
No.
Oh yes, Lie is still
No,
rather pink.
I wiped it off.
Which earned him some looks from the Dragonborn priestess. But
No, I wiped it off. Come on.
okay, fine. Lie wiped off his pretty new makeup.
Oh.
Apparently, he didn't appreciate it.
Well, screw you too.
And so everybody, you all make your way back, or everybody excluding Iris, as she's already there. And as my microphone falls out, give me a second to plug that back in.
See,
Whoopsie-doo.
See, Lai's kind of fond of the red Dragonborn, so he's got to, look good for her, so.
Of course he would be.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, next time I'll use red then. No, I'm kidding.
Anyway, so Lai, Almanar, and Sakala, you all make your way back to the tavern, and you all arrive there at the same time, actually, and you hear rather boisterous cheering and singing from inside the unlucky mare. It's all quite muffled, but you can tell it's quite animated. And so as you three enter, you see the whole room is just kind of in a whole party kind of cavorting mood. The half-orc bartender who's there is pouring drink out one after another for people to just grab and drink from. You can see Iris in the center of the room on top of a table, just being tossed drinks as she knocks them back one after another. As Iris will, unless you prefer to do something else, there is a simple chandelier hanging on the roof.
Please do not
Don't
hang
say
from the
that.
chandelier.
She's gonna be
I
like,
spent-
"Oh, the chandelier."
If you hang from the chandelier, you have to pay to fix it. That's all I'm going to say.
You break it, you buy it.
I've already paid to fix this fucking tavern once. You break it again, I don't know what's going to happen, but
He has no
you're in
money.
trouble.
You'll get thrown out.
Well, in the meantime,
Guess I'm just dancing on top of a table or some shit. I don't know.
you partying, you're waving your hands in the air like you just don't care.
Exactly.
As the bartender calls over to the other three partner members and says, "Come in, come in. Drinks are all on the house." And so he pours he pours Sakala and Almanar, and of course Iris, some drinks. And for Lai, he pours out and
A glass of water.
he pulls out a rather pristine-looking glass and puts some water in there.
Cause
I believe
lie.
so.
Lie.
And so I would, I guess as y'all enter, just to kind of illustrate the room as a whole, I guess for Lai, Almanar, and Sakala, if y'all could just roll perception.
Oh, and Lai is specifically looking for the fences, by the way.
Okay, cool.
Just so you know before I roll.
Okay, and you would roll investigation.
Investigation?
Yes.
22.
Okay. And then Sakala.
It's perception, right?
Yeah.
Hey, give me 1 second. I'll be right back at the restroom.
All right.
Well, with my -1 perception,
Oh yeah.
I have a 9.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah.
Okay. And Almanar, what did you get?
Hold on.
Flash face.
12.
12? Alright, I'll just go over what Sakal and Almanar see, or what they can see, that is. The room is, it's pretty full of, different, I guess, poor slum denizens. They seem like regulars to the bar. They seem to be enjoying themselves, drinking and cavorting with delight. And then, as for Lai,
Yeah,
as Brady returns, Lai, you notice that everybody in the room seems to be having a fun time. You don't see any fences around, unfortunately, and from what you can, you don't recognize any of the people in the bar to be members of the guild, and they all seem to be quite less drunk than Iris, who's currently having the time of her life. And You also notice that the half-orc bartender isn't the usual bartender. So, you notice that as he hands you a glass of water. So, for Almanar and Sakala, I'd like you both to roll Constitution saving throws if you all are going to drink your drinks. Hello?
Yeah, give
They're
me
rolling.
2 seconds.
Oh, okay.
At 20.
You just knocked down like a champ, and
Nothing.
like nothing, dude. Like
Nothing.
hit me again, barkeep.
It's like that water lies drinking. Nothing.
Nothing. They get switched on drinks, mate. And so there's already another mug being poured. They're just waiting for you. It says, "Yeah, this sauce will be a bit stronger. Sorry about the poor quality." Yeah.
Don't give me that water crap. I need something strong.
He kind of backs up and says, all right. And as he reaches under and pulls out a nice green frothy drink.
Ooh,
When you
green
had
stuff!
before. It's the green drink.
Well, I already know based off this website, I'm not gonna roll another 20, so.
17.
All right, you knock it back pretty good too. You can definitely feel it kind of like seep through. You feel kind of more relaxed, more just kind of a fuzzy, good feeling. As another drink is poured for you.
God damn it.
And
My
then,
Constitution is still 0, so 11.
okay, you are very much drunk now.
There. That's better.
Before you do that, lie. What were you saying?
I didn't say anything.
Okay, I thought you were going to do something gritty, or you seemed to.
I'm looking at something. I'm trying to remember what the name I said for the guard would be.
Go time.
For the bartender, wasn't
Yeah.
it like?
It was
drunk
like
piece?
it was like Gargog or something, but I'm trying to.
If you want to just make up a name for him right now, I mean that's fine.
Well, it was. I remember texting it to you, so that's why I'm just trying to find it real quick.
Okay,
You
then
had to him because Connor said Grunk like his old character, and you're like, well, I already have a name for him.
and then we agreed to do Brady's name.
It
Yeah.
was Go Tide. I remember this.
It was what?
Go Tide.
Go.
Oh, it was GoTad. It was GoTad. There we go.
Like,
Hey,
go
good memory.
Like, go Tad?
Yeah, you know, something like
Let
that.
me add that to the. I'm gonna say that. Would he be a member of the gang?
Nah, he's just the proprietor of the
Wait,
Unlucky
Wait,
Man.
you said it wasn't the original bartender.
Yeah.
Oh no,
He's
we're just
actually-
discussing the original bartender. This
Oh, okay. I
is
was
a
like,
different
that's
app.
different though.
So Liza's gonna be like, "Where's GoTad?"
Dear Ted, the bartender says, I'm his brother. Well, half brother. Different mothers. He's out sick right now, so he's
Oh,
not feeling too good, and so he asked for me to take care of the bar for him.
well,
That sounds like a load of BS.
it's good to have you.
Happy to help out as long as you helped rebuild a friend's house recently, so yeah, he nods in his thanks.
I'm happy.
I don't trust this man.
Oh,
Well, I mean-
speaking of rebuilding,
Mhm.
did you ever come up with like the different stuff for like the businesses and things?
Yeah, I'll get that to you. I haven't completely finished. Like,
Okay.
I want to on a little bit more.
Okay, that's
So,
fine.
but-
That's fine. I'm just making sure because
Yeah, yeah,
you were like, "I'll
totally.
get it to you Saturday." I was like, "Okay." So
Yeah, and Saturday happens. But...
yeah, no, that's good. I'm just making sure.
And then in the meantime, Almanar, would you roll Constitution again as you knock back another drink, sir?
Okay. 16.
This one hits you a bit harder than the last one. You can definitely tell it's a finer brew. And so, I guess for the next hour or so, the party kind of enjoys their drinks. Lai kind of sits in the corner, just being like, I'm just gonna. He kind of pulls out his little guild notebook and kind of works on stuff. And so, the party, as you all drink, you all get quite sloshed, as they do say. and from what you can tell, close to midnight, the door to the tavern bursts open, and the room is the door to the tavern bursts open, and through it enter royal knights. And so these knights begin to enter the room, and they block the door. There's a total of 10 knights from what you can see.
Oh.
And then leading them is a human dressed in rather simple white and gold, in a white and gold uniform, and he addresses you, the party, by saying, I, as representative of the one true king and the one true king, my name is Tyrius. I am a...
Can you spell that for us that don't know how to spell?
Tierus.
Actually,
kidding.
Tyrrrus, thank you.
Tyrrrus?
Yeah, Tyrrrus.
Okay.
Get fancy with it.
I am executor of the one true king and the one true king, appointed by them to bring in the organization known as Snake Eater in for questioning and trial, he says. And he says, give yourselves up now, peacefully, else force will have to be met. Or force will have to be made. As he says this, he beckons to a guard behind him who produces produces 4 manacles. What will the party do? Like cuffs, essentially. Handcuffs. A big and heavy.
Are we responsible for? Yeah, you're responsible for Drunk Iris.
I mean, they're kind of here trying to arrest us.
I'm drunk, but I'm a very compliant drunk.
I wouldn't say we're being arrested. It's more like if you compliantly go, there's not going to be a fuss. But if you...
Oh no, we're gonna get executed if we go.
Executor Tyr says, you will be brought before trial for crimes against Darkmoore and the Empire.
Oh, screw that. I didn't do nothing. Don't throw me in with these other people that decided to mess up. Okay, I didn't do nothing.
Shut the fuck up.
And so this is a time for the party to discuss amongst yourselves, out of character as players. What do y'all want to do?
What the
There's
hell?
about 10 royal guards in the room,
Here's the
and
we get in more trouble.
We go with them, we have a chance of getting in big trouble.
In big trouble. We can...
Either way, it's a lose-lose.
Yeah.
not completely.
I mean, at least if we
Think about it. 4
I-
against 10.
like a
It's
situation.
not going to work very well.
Yeah,
There's no use in fighting them because we're obviously going to lose.
we're kind of outnumbered.
Exactly.
I have an idea. I don't really like
Mhm.
it, but I do have an idea.
Can we offer them a drink with this?
Oh, sit down.
Get them wasted so that kind of like damages them a little bit.
Okay. So,
Hey,
alright.
you're cool. Have a drink.
So what if I let Lai take the fall? He is the one that burnt down half the city.
Is your-
Well, I mean, I am also the one who murdered that dude.
I didn't do nothing.
Yes,
I
I.
didn't do
But
stuff.
Sakala
Hey.
was with the party, though.
yes, Kala was. So, shh.
I was there.
Hey, shh, shh, shh. The
Yeesh.
Lai is talking. So.
Hey, buddy. Everybody's here to talk.
No. No, that's not what I mean. I'm just like, but I mean, like, Lai did murder the guard. He did burn down half the city, be it on accident. and he is the one that was seen mostly by most of the guards in the house before it burned down. And his face is the one that's on the wanted poster.
Yeah, but they know.
I can say that it was just me acting alone.
Yeah, but they know.
Or
So there is fight, there is surrender, but there are also other options to how y'all can attempt
good.
that situation.
You could try to run away.
You can try and talk your way out of it.
Yeah.
There's charisma, but my charisma sucks.
if
So
only Connor had let the guild be there.
Well,
I'm just gonna go ahead and walk forward and say, so you're saying if these people turn themselves over, no harm will come to anyone here or them?
you can't promise that though. We're
I-
going to court
At
basically.
least until we go to court.
Oh, okay.
by people you mean your group known as Snake Eater, or the rest of the denizens in the bar? In this
Both.
delightful establishment, he sneers.
Hey, look, I take offense to that. These people are really nice. It's just dickheads who run this fucking place that keep them down at the bottom.
That's called society, friend. But we're not here to argue that. Step forward and be manacled. As the knight carrying the manacles comes forward to handcuff you.
I smile. I say, okay, cool. Put my hands out and flip every single one of them off while I'm being manacled.
Okay.
So, question: are we getting handcuffed from the front or the back?
They're handcuffing you all from the front. So as you flip the middle finger towards the royal guards, another royal guard steps up and smacks you, or pretty much backhands you across the face. And as you will now be taking 6 damage.
6 damage?
6
Cool.
damage.
I look back up and I smile and I say, thank you, sir. May I have another?
Oh my gosh.
He proceeds to pull back his hand, and he proceeds to punch you again. And this time be doing a total of 5 damage.
So 11.
So you now feel quite woozy on top of being drunk and punch drunk. So in the meantime, the Tyrus claps his hands and says, "Okay, yes, delightful theatrics. The rest of you three, step forward, step forward and allow yourselves to be manacled, or it'll happen forcefully." And so, what will the rest of the party do? As Nomanar has now been handcuffed by one of the guards.
Granted, Iris is already like drunk off her ass, and well, nobody knows what drunk Iris is like, so
True.
I'm trying to come up with what she's like.
How would drunk Iris be? Would she be like kind of more of a friendly drunk, or would the few inhibitions she had already, would they just be completely gone?
Like, I want to say there's like somewhere in between, but it's like she's going, but at the same time you start to screw her over if you become more violent than usual.
Well, in that case, we all have to ask the question: WWID, or what
What Iris do?
What would Iris do?
Hey, I do have a question.
Yeah.
So, what is stopping us from offering them a drink?
I mean, nothing.
Mel, apparently, for flipping them off.
And just to describe the royal guards, these ones are all in full plate, and they have their helmets, their face guards are down, so their appearance is or you can't tell what gender, race, or personal appearance.
Okay.
Hey,
So-
Connor, quick question.
Mhm.
Would I be able to use Cure Wounds on myself while I'm handcuffed?
You can give it a shot. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, use Cure Wounds on yourself.
Oh,
I do that.
All right, indicate that you lost a spell slot, or that you used one spell slot.
Can I use charisma to ask them for a drink?
Well,
If you want to
so
persuade them, you can roll persuasion.
Oh, persuasion. Okay. Well,
Mhm.
persuasion is a little different. Okay. It's a D20. Never mind. Don't even try. Don't even act like I did anything. Because I did nothing, apparently.
So Kala starts to speak up, and then she's like, maybe not. And what was that? Lie?
I have to pull.
so
All right.
so Lai stands up and goes, Lord Executor, may we offer you and your guard a drink? On the house, of course.
The Tyrus, the royal executor, smiles at you. What rather snidely. That kind of seems to be his default facial feature. And he says, "I would rather eat pig slop. Thank you,
I
though."
got a 5, by the way. If anyone really wanted to know, I got a 5.
Yeah, that probably wouldn't have worked.
It wouldn't have
I
done.
kind of say under my breath, this guy's a fucking asshole.
Yes,
So
I am.
another royal guard starts to step forward into the room. I guess and so the executor says, "All right, next, step forward, please, one of you. It's getting tiresome."
Why would Irish still be doing all this? I'm still like.
I mean, you're still on the table.
I'm
And
still
there-
sitting on a table, bouncing back and forth, all happy and dancing.
And that you do see, however, Iris, you do see a guard whose weapons are sheathed as they're holding the manacles forward. A guard is currently walking towards your table.
Who's the party pooper?
Iris, they're taking us somewhere with more drinks. You
They
just
are,
have to put, you
So,
just have to put the
I
thing.
have a question.
but we have drinks here.
They're
But
better
whenever you're
But-
free, it's fine.
Like green drink.
As a what is that?
Just pick up.
Just put the things on.
No, I don't want the bracelets.
Okay.
All right. So now
I
the
look-
guard. Hmm.
I look at fucking Tyrius and I say, hey, you kid with the fucking face.
So, quick question.
Is there like
Yeah.
a cart outside that I can go sit down in? I'm a little drunk. I kind of want to sit down.
So I'll get to that in a second. What does that care?
So my stealth wouldn't work because he's already looking at me, yes?
Yes.
No, I mean the 10 guards in the room. They're all just kind of keeping watch on the 4 of y'all.
Yeah, but
So they know who it is.
But
Then-
if you want to roll what do you want to do?
Well,
So-
I was thinking of holding the main guy captured, go up behind him, hold a dagger up to his throat, and kind of woo my way out of the situation. But I feel like if everyone's looking at me, stealth wouldn't really exactly work.
It'll
Yeah,
be
but-
certainly hard, but behind him are the
Well,
other
it is a
guards.
+6. That's why I was offering the idea.
Well, Kara, think about this. Iris is drunk. If Iris sees you, she's gonna be like, "Hey, what are you doing?"
The Tyrus says to Almanar, "You can stand up, and you'll like it." As Tyrus steps forward and away from the guards, he goes up to Iris and says, "Come, get down. You need
I want,
You'll be taken to a place with cotton candy and puppies."
fuck your puppies. I want Almanar. I want my best friend.
You can have him there too. He'll be with the puppies.
Fuck your puppies.
So, Tyrius and one of the other guards currently in front of the table.
Your last ass.
Fucking hell.
I got Almanar to laugh.
Shrunk Iris is amazing to say the least.
Cha-cha-cha-cha. No.
And so, Tyrius and one royal guard are currently halfway in the room trying to egg Iris down from the table. The other royal knights, which are 8 of which are just kind of standing by the door, whereas one is currently handling Almanar. That is what's going on right now.
They're all in the room.
Hey Connor,
They are all in the room.
how
Yeah.
far is the guard from me?
The guard that has the manacles, he's right at the table, like trying to like
And
grab
I'm
it.
well, I know exactly what I want to do.
Oh no.
Please do it. I think I know what you're gonna do. Do it.
Anything.
No.
I'm going to jump on him and go, catch me.
That is not what I thought you were gonna do, but that works.
All right. I need to roll athletics for my guard. So 1 second. Good lordy. Okay. He dropping the manacles, he's able to grab you by the waist, and he's like, he kind of grunts under your. He kind of grunts as you knock the air out of him, but he's able to kind of keep his footing as he sets you down to the
Connor,
ground.
you weak. I don't like weak guys. You suck.
Wait,
Iris doesn't like guys.
lesbian. Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, I thought you were lesbian.
I mean, alright. Anyway, Tyrius, he bends down. He begins to bend down to the floor to pick up the dropped manacles.
Please kick him in the face.
Wait,
Is
wait,
he right
wait,
behind
the
me?
main guy's bending down, right? Can
Yeah.
I get him? Can I get him? Can I get him? He is
you wanna-
bending down. Can I go behind him and hold a dagger up to his throat?
Kara, just calm down for a moment.
Okay, well, it's like we're gonna die anyway, so
I mean, roll stealth. Give it a shot.
Okay, Connor, question. Is the guy right behind me?
No, he's to your side. You're currently being held by the royal guard next to him.
So,
Please
So
don't
no
headbutt
horse
him.
kicking.
I got 11.
kick the one dude and that's
That might not do much, but I got 11.
Okay.
Unfortunately, you
Arsene.
as you kind of try to trying to sneak your way through the crowd, Tyrius stands up and he's like, he points at you and says, "You'll get to your turn. Patience is a virtue." As Tyrius goes over and attempts to manacle Iris. Iris, please roll strength.
+4.
I can't. +4, 17.
He is, unfortunately, he tries to get you to hold your hands together long enough for him to clasp it, but you just kind of squirm around and are all, no, you can't get me. So
Hey, I said no touching. I said no touching. Can't.
all right. The Tyrius says, "All right, fine, jeez, all right." So while Tyrius leaves, Iris will be just kind of manhandled by the royal guard. Tyrius points at Sakal and says, "All right, your turn then." As he holds out the manacles, "Please step forward. You are our 1 millionth customer."
You're gonna take
Hey,
me by
Connor,
me first.
question.
You'll get many drinks, don't worry. Where we're going, there's drinks aplenty. He nods and smiles, clearly forcing his smile.
Hey, Connor, question.
What's up?
Since Iris was manhandled, is she in front of the guy who caught her, or
Says,
Yeah, the guy who caught her is still kind of trying to keep a hold of her.
is her back to him or her front to him?
Her front. And this dude's like half a foot taller than Iris in a full plate.
I don't care.
What do you think is worse from Iris?
In the meantime, while they discuss that,
Like giant
Mai, is there anything that you do during all this, or?
punch.
Okay.
what's
Okay.
the dimensions of the room?
Oh no.
I'd say the room is 30 by 40 feet.
Brady,
Brady, please.
It's cozy.
Please do. Please do.
Hey,
Please.
And what is the building made out of?
Oh, it's solid. It's made out of wood.
I'm about to rebuild this fucking tavern.
Oh no.
Hold on, Brady. Let me do what I want to do. Alright,
Oh, why don't you first say what? Let's everybody, Brady and Iris, say what y'all want to do, and then as a party, y'all can discuss it out of like character.
Oh, they know exactly what I'm doing.
Breath weapon?
Just going to use all of her strength to kick the dude in the nuts.
But I'm focusing the blast on Tyrion.
Oh, nice. Okay. So, if you are going to do that, Iris and Sakala will have to roll dexterity to escape your blast.
Which one's dexterity?
Just your flat dexterity bonus.
No, but like which dice do I?
Oh,
D20.
D20, sorry. Most rolls will always be done with D20.
Saving.
I
Yeah, doesn't matter.
Yeah, so you have 0. What's the DC?
Oh, Almanar, you're far enough away that you.
I rolled
what's
17, I'm clear.
Alright.
You only take half damage though. And it's lightning damage.
Do it.
Is this for the saving throws or just the regular dexterity?
Good save throw.
Just dexterity.
Didn't you put save throw though?
Or actually, no, you'll be using, your dexterity saving throw. So,
Okay, 'cause they're different numbers, that's why.
yeah, thank you for specifying.
Okay, so saving throws, it's a 16.
Okay. And then, Brady, what is the DC on your
10.
breath?
10.
So, yeah, if that's what y'all are cool with happening, then Brady, please describe what you're about to do.
Hold on, give me 1 second before I actually decide. Hey, it won't set the building on fire, will it?
Maybe.
Lightning does cause fire, so yes, it will.
Oh, fuck, I want to burn on the fucking...
Another building, because he's a liar! Because he's evil!
Just
Wow.
do it and get in water.
I feel like regardless of evil, like nobody wants to burn their own building down, but
Except for Brady.
Except for Brady.
Lie gets up. Walks up to Lord Tyrius. And just puts his hands out.
okay. So you decide you kind of like
I
move
knit-
around Sakala, and so you're just standing right in front.
I put my hands out and kneel in front of him. And say I'm the leader of the group.
No! What the hell?
So if you were to do the breath attack now,
No
the only
breath
people
attack.
that would
Gosh
Breath
dang
attack.
it.
Breath
I
attack.
rolled a D16 for nothing.
well, actually, neither Sakala nor Iris will be in the way. Not even Almanar, but
It's not the problem.
okay. All right. So
Let me guess, you rolled too low for your fucking breath attack.
No, it's not the
Brady
problem.
doesn't have to roll.
Remember, we don't have to roll.
Oh yeah, that's
He
right.
doesn't want to set the place on fire.
I don't want to burn the stilts down.
I do.
I am not burning down my neighborhood. I've taken this neighborhood over.
We can make it great again, Brady. We got this.
No,
He's appealing to his his politics.
Hey,
no,
Connor?
he kneels on the ground and just submits.
All right. Well, in that case, Tyrius steps forward and clasps the manacles around Lie's wrists. He says, "It's good to see him. It's good to see low-life criminals obeying the law now and then."
I can't. I want to punch him in the face so bad.
Hey,
Oh,
Connor.
mhm.
Is the guy who punched me in the face in front of me?
Yes, and also, since Tyrius stepped forward, he's currently facing away from Sakala, so but
I
he's
have
pretty
a
much right next to you.
Alright, I'm gonna cause a commotion now.
Oh, I was gonna ask.
Let's all discuss.
that.
And so let's all discuss what we want to do.
So,
Alright,
question:
so-
does
Yes.
our lockpick set only apply to doors, or can they apply?
I
to
thought about
keys
that
as
too.
They that is you're thinking ahead.
well?
No, they
Well,
can all,
sheet
they apply to any
Yeah,
sort of
yeah.
lock. So as long as it's not magical,
So the lockpick can apply to these cups, yes.
Everybody-
Yes.
By the way, this is why I've been so quiet for the past couple minutes. I was debating burning the building down.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna.
Just burn the building. God damn it.
See, I want to use the lockpick, but I'm debating whether to use it now or wait till we're walking there, then use it then, try what I did again.
Mhm.
What I want to do
Mhm.
is I'm gonna headbutt the dude who's in front of me. I'll
Okay.
probably get the worst of it because he's wearing plate armor.
Are we really gonna start a fight right now?
And in that thing, I want Brady to just fucking zap the shit out of everyone in the room.
I can't.
I mean, there is no
Burn the
guarantee
building
that
down.
the lightning will cause the fire.
Yeah, it
If-
might.
If it hits the wall, it is going to ignite that wall.
What is the range on your breath attack?
It's 30 by 30.
Yeah, you're in the middle of the room,
Like
dude.
made out of.
Wood.
Wood. That's
Oh,
why.
wood.
That's why I'm not doing it.
We
Literally,
can always rebuild it though.
Okay. So
I have the money for it.
Almar's gonna headbutt. Iris is still gonna try to kick a dude in the balls.
okay. So, do y'all really want me to breath weapon?
Yes.
Yes. For the
In
past
worst case
15
scenario,
times.
Brady, I have enough money to rebuild this place. You said it's 100 gold pieces to rebuild a building, right, Connor?
50, actually.
Yes,
50. See,
but
I can rebuild this tavern like nobody's business. I got 390. Even if you burn it down, I can still rebuild it.
it's not that. It's not that. How many innocent lives are in this building?
They're gonna run out. The guards are not after the innocent, they're after us.
They're blocking the doors, though. There's no way for them to get out.
Well, then they're gonna die with us.
If a commotion occurred, I'm sure there'd be a way for them to escape. And there's windows in the building, so.
Debating whether or not to kick the
But
nuts and go over and slap lie.
I say I wasn't even really gonna start a commotion until I heard I was gonna headbutt him anyway. Just act of defiance.
well, in that case, I'm gonna ask just kind of. So overall, will y'all surrender, or will y'all put up a fight? Because depending on what y'all want to do, will depend on what I'm gonna say next.
Iris is just gonna kick a dude in the nuts because he's drunk.
Yeah, we'll just surrender overall. Everyone alright with that?
Choice Brady's the only one who could actually help us out, and he's just refusing to. So
I mean, that's also Lai's choice. It's
yeah,
all part of the
I know.
character.
It's like he's the only one who could actually do anything here.
Yes, but
well,
but
we
you see,
could try to pick ourselves out and then fight, but
the thing,
Well,
the major thing is Lai puts like the clan over his own safety. So he would rather him die than kill anyone that he protects.
Chaotic evil.
Yeah.
He's lawful.
Lai he's like borderline chaotic lawful evil.
Chaotic lawful.
Evil.
It sounds like you're more neutral evil.
I
So-
don't know what does lawful mean?
So
He has
It's a way of determining like how characters and like individuals interact with the world around them.
Well, I know,
Lawful being
I
they
know
follow
of
laws,
neutral,
whereas
evil, and good. Well, what is lawful?
so lawful means you follow laws, whereas neutral means you're willing to bend laws, and chaotic means you follow no laws but your own.
So he's chaotic good then.
no.
It's more. I'd say he's currently chaotic and neutral.
Well, that's what I'm trying to
So
figure out.
so I need to change it to.
Use the word lawful instead of chaotic good, chaotic evil, or chaotic neutral.
Okay, so I
That's why I was
changed-
trying to figure out where lawful fits.
So
into
should I
that.
change it on my character sheet that I'm chaotic neutral? Because
Yeah, we can work on that another time.
Okay.
What does it
Okay.
say right now?
well, right now there's
Let's
chaotic
not
evil. But
focus on that.
yeah,
Instead,
that's fine.
as a party out of character, let's all decide. Do y'all intend to put up a fight right now to get break free, or y'all want to try break out like not now immediately, but at a different time?
eventually.
I want to see
Okay.
what these guys want to know before we decide whether it's a good idea to make more enemies.
I
Alright,
think
so-
that's a good idea.
Yeah, they're gonna ask us about the situation. I'm gonna just tell them, look, your dude killed
Okay.
my people.
Okay, you know what? Screw it.
and burn my fucking town down.
Iris
I killed
still
him
wants to
for
kick
that.
the dude in the nuts, but she's gonna be drunk. That means we get to see drunk Iris in territory.
All right. So in that case, Iris, if you want to kick a dude in the nuts,
Yes.
you can still do. As the other guards go up and manacle everybody else. Iris, roll to attack.
Can I headbutt the dude?
After me.
Sure, buddy. Headbutt him.
Yeah.
Alright, so what do you need me to roll, Connor?
Just roll your attack,
My
but
attack.
no proficiencies. Just
Normal
strength.
attack.
This strength, so +4.
So D20 plus 4.
Yeah.
See, after adding it, 23.
So your knee hits the plate metal, kind of protecting the little crotch region, and you can hear him kind of grunt in pain. Roll damage, buddy.
It says it just does straight 5 damage.
Yeah.
Cool. So,
strike the.
all right, there you go. And then Almar, you wanted to headbutt a dude?
Wait, hang on. It's 5 and then plus the. That, yeah.
No.
Oh,
No,
is
that's
that
just
straight
you
five?
to hit.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Sorry, yeah. So straight 5.
Okay. I already know my strength's not great, but I'm gonna try.
All right, go ahead.
That is. I can't fucking see that.
Bring it into the light.
That's. What is that?
Bring it into the light of the PCB.
Oh. Oh shit. Yeah.
You got a nat 20. Yeah.
Okay then. So cool. You bash your head into his full plate helmet. You'll be taking a total of 3 damage, Olimar, but you also hear him grunt in pain, and so pretty much, Tyrus has Lai and Sakala manacled, and you both are led outside as the guards kind of throw Almanar and Iris into a corner and surround them, as they pretty much beat them into lack of consciousness.
So, question. Since
Wait.
we're outside, do we have guards watching us?
Yeah, there are a total of 4 guards, 2 for each of you, and they lead you both to some armored carriages.
So, if I were to lockpick the cuffs, but still pretend like I'm cuffed with them on me, could I do that?
You have to roll both stealth and sleight of hand. Sleight of hand first. Or
Well, both of
stealth
them are
first.
+6, so...
Okay, roll d20 twice.
So
Hey,
I
Connor,
got
plus
a 3, and I got a
Roll
7.
that. The guard immediately knows what you're doing, so he just backhands you on the back of your head and throws you into the carriage, along with a lie. Yeah, what's up, Ryan?
When I need the guard, did he drop me? Like, or did he?
You're right. Let me roll. Yeah, he kept a pretty firm grasp on you. He kind of just clenched even harder.
How do you
No.
dropkick
Yeah.
someone while you're being held?
It wasn't a drop kick. It was just a kick, right?
Yeah, this is him. And damn it, I was hoping he let go because an Irish was going to throw her arms in here and go, "I win."
I'm trying to figure out, though, if he's
You-
being held, how does he kick him?
Pretty much, he's being held facing the guard itself, and so you can definitely knee someone if you're in their grasp. And
That
so Irish shouts she wins as she's beaten into unconsciousness by the horde of royal knights. So the one that you need to get an extra punch in for example. So now, Iris and Almanar, please indicate that you have 0 HP. And so, Iris and Almanar are carried out of the tavern, and then are thrown into the armored carriage, which already, along with Sakala and Lai. And so the door is shut, bolted. The windows are barred with iron, and the guards then start the carriage, and you feel you all being moved out into the night of the Darkmoore Harbor. And I think that's a good place to end for now, since it's 11:12.
Yeah, I get the save so from death.
Oh, it's They stabilize y'all, of course.
That's what the health bar says on the site. It says failure success, death saves.
But yeah, I think that's a good place to stop for now. I need to go to sleep soon.